Mobil 1 full synthetic?
Yeah?
5 quarts for only $27.99 from Advance Auto Parts. It keeps any engine running like new.
Like new, huh? Sounds like the perfect oil for an old car with 2 dented bumpers and a rusty fender.
Hey man, it's what's on the inside that counts.
Like your sweet collection of soft rock tapes?
Advance Auto Parts. Let's get you back on the road. Also available at participating CarQuest Auto Parts. See store for details.
Where tradition meets today. Kangam OX.
Tonight's first pitch is brought to you by Sapah GM Country, a family-owned and customer-friendly dealership with a huge selection of Chevys, Buicks, GMCs, and Cadillacs. At Sapah, everyone leaves happy. Stepping in, enter Inciarte. Carlos Martinez walks back to the pitching rubber, and stepping up for us, the voice of the Cardinals, Mike Shannon.
Thank you, John Rooney. You better get these 2 guys out. They have been something else. In Carce, he has a 16-game hitting streak. Ibar, who is on deck, has a 10-game hitting streak. So the first pitch is a little out of the zone, ball 1. Third baseman is Jerko. He's in on the grass, and the line drives a base hit into center field. And that's 17 in a row, safely on by Ciarce. He is something else. Just a little line driver right up the middle. He had a ground ball up the middle, and he threw him a fastball in at the knees, and he just lined it into center field. Now here comes another guy with a hitting streak. It's Ibar. Ibar is hitting 10 straight, and during the 10, he's batted .459. And that base hit by Ciarce, he's now hitting 17 straight, and 23 of his last 24, and during those 24, he's batted over .360. So Ibar is a left-handed batter. He bends at the knees, and he holds it near the end, and he takes it high and outside, ball 1. Cardinal infielders look for that double play ball in the 99.99 for Cardinals Care from the American Equity Mortgage folks. Hey, don't forget about Ballpark Village on August the 11th. The first 500 fans will receive a safari hat. We've got a picture of it here, and it is a beauty. All you have to do is go to STLBallparkVillage.com for the list of dates and the giveaways. Here's a delivery just a little inside low, and it's 2-0.
You could have used that last year.
Yeah, I'd like to have this thing now. It is August the 11th, and it's the first 500 fans over at Ballpark Village for the official St. Louis Cardinals away game watch party. It's at Ballpark Village on August the 11th. Here's a little slow roller foul past first base. And if you want to get all of those dates and the giveaways, just go to STLBallparkVillage.com. Think we could get one of those safari hats? Guess we have to go over to the Ballpark Village and be one of the first 500. The first 500 fans will receive.
We'll send Andy over.
Andy? Here's the 2-1. Swinging another foul past first base as Ibar gets out in front of those off-speed deliveries. He's fouled everyone off past the first base bag over there. And it's now a 2-2 count with a man at first. That is Inciarce. He also has stolen 11 bases. Mr. Ender Inciarce. He takes the lead. He's held by Moss. And the pitch by the Cardinal right-hander is a swing and a tap foul, so he stays alive. Cardinal infielder Jerko at third, Peralta at short, Carpenter at second, Moss at first. Holiday's in left, Pham the center fielder tonight, Piscotty's in right, and Molina does the catching. Man, the Redbird infielders want that double play ball. Ibar's fouled off a couple of tough deliveries. Gets back in, leans over the platter, holds it down on the end. He's set, so is Martinez. He checks on the runner at first, and he pitches. Swinging a double play ball to the shortstop. Out at second and safe at first. It was a little too slow on that second hop. And so they get the force out. It goes 6-4. No chance for the DP, though. That ball took that second hop, and when it took the second hop, it was all over but the shouting. Ibar can run, and so he's at first base on the fielder's choice, and it brings in Freddie Freeman. Let's just hope that we get the Braves out of town before this guy gets back to his old ways. He's 0 for his last 10, Freddie is.
I'm not sure Carpenter was on second base, and the Braves are checking on that right now.
All right. Are they going to ask for? Yeah,
they want it reviewed.
They want to replay.
And I think Matt was off second base when he caught the ball.
That's the old
neighborhood play, and that's been enforced that shortstop, second baseman have to be on the bag. And
so he wants Jerry Lane. He wants to talk to him about it. And let's take another look at it.
He wasn't on second base when he caught the ball.
And they're going to go over now and they're going to talk to the Cardinal manager.
And they'll probably do an umpire review of this.
That's what it's going to be. Well, the crew chief is the home plate umpire. And so one of the umpires that goes over there and he's talking to Matheny about this situation. It clearly showed that he was not on the base. And so they are going to review it. What the manager's doing talking over there to the umpire, I don't know. The umpires are going to get a better look. And this call and review is brought to you by VisionWorks. And this is going to be a while. First of all, there's two umpires talking to the Cardinal manager. Their manager came out and talked to the home plate umpire, and he's the crew chief. That's Mr. Jerry Lane. And so we're going to have a review.
And we're going to have first and second and nobody out.
That's a good possibility. A real good possibility. The old days. I'll never will forget when the Dodgers tried to get Julian Javier. They could never get him. You know, they tried to take him out. So one day, Duke Schneider slid in and he missed him and he came back to the dugout and they say, I thought you said you were going to get him. He had grass stains on his uniform. That's how far he went inside. He had grass stains on him. All right, he is safe. So you're right, John. When at first and second. So what are we going to call it? E4? Or just a fielder's choice? Now you get into it. What do you call it? You have to call it an error, don't you?
Well, that's a mistake on the second baseman.
I'd say it's E4.
Being on the bag.
We'll see how the scorer scores it. So it's first and second, no one out. And I'll wait to see how they score it. But I'm going to put E4 down there is what I'm going to call it. Missed the bag. And it is Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for his last 10, but he's hit 18 home runs. That's 43 runs batted in. And for the last 5 years, with runners in scoring position, Freddie Freeman has batted .310. That's over a 5-year span. And he has a runner in scoring position now. First and second, no one out, 1-0 delivery. Here it comes. And it's over but low. They'll call it a fielder's choice.
And an E4.
Oh, they do call it E4, huh?
With Ibar safe on the fielder's choice.
Mm-hmm. And the runner at second base, NCRC, takes his lead. They try to keep him close there as Martinez checks on him. He now pitches. And it's low, and it's ball 3-3-0. You talk about being between a rock and a hard place. The on-deck man is Mr. Kemp.
Well, Martinez had a rough start in his outing Sunday down at Miami, giving up 3 first-inning runs. And allowed just 1 more after that.
3-0 pitch. Freeman takes ball 4. The bases are loaded, no one out. Well, believe it or not, this is an easier situation than had runners at first and second. It has a Kemp at the plate. So let's see where the third baseman is going to play. That's Jerko. I love this situation when you play third. If you play close to third and a guy hits you one hopper, you can get a triple play. Touch the bag, throw to second, go to first, on the horn. But Jerko is very deep, and he is well off the line. First baseman is Moss. He's in front of the base. He's in on the grass, and he's well off the line also. And the pitch to Kemp. He takes it in at the knees, and a call strike one. Kemp has 23 home runs and 70 runs batted in. His average is .256. He didn't like the call. Doesn't say anything to Jerry Lane, the home plate umpire. Gets back in. He's set. Bases loaded. No one out. First inning. And the 0-1 delivery. Kemp takes it outside. A cutter misses. And it's 1-1. The Cardinals will give the run for the double play ball. Unless it goes to Moss. Moss might come home. He could throw the ball home and get the double play there. And the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a foul into the seats right side. He cut his swing down there. And he fouled it out of play right side. Good fastball from Carlos Martinez. So a strikeout would really do the Cardinals in here. Strike out and a double play ball, and you get out of this mess. That's how close it can be. On the other hand, it could be a crooked number on the board. The pitch to Kemp. Here it is. Way outside. I mean, that thing was a good 4 feet outside, and a nice play by Cardinal catcher. Yadier Molina to keep it from going back to the medallions. And a wild pitch. Bases loaded, no one out. First inning, 2-2 pitch for the cleanup man. Kemp, swing and a miss. He went for a pitch that was a good 2 feet outside. And there's the first strikeout, and that's a big K. And now Markakis, the right fielder, who's a left-handed batter, in his 1-for-6 lifetime against Martinez, but a 377 lifetime mark against Cardinal pitching is at the plate. The double play would send us into the bottom of the first inning scoreless.
Martinez has one double play ball off the bat of Markakis in the past.
So Nick Steaks in. He has 6 homers, 56 runs batted in. It's a big total for this left-handed batter, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. With the 6 homers, 56 RBIs. In his last 9 games, Markakis is batting .333. He's 265 on the year. Martinez working off the wind, delivers. Fastball, foul ball into the seats left side, and it's 0-2. And he could get out of this mess. And, you know, last night, the Braves had numerous opportunities to score, and they just couldn't get it done against Jaime Garcia. This would be some momentum switcher right here. If he gets out of this bases loaded jam, no one out. Their bases loaded, 1 out now is the fan Kemp, and he has an 0-2 for Nick Markakis. Here it comes now. Over but low and inside, and it's 1-2.
In Markakis' second full year in the big leagues, he played 161 games for the Orioles in 07. 300 average, 23 homers, 112 RBIs.
Oh, he's an RBI machine, this guy. And the 1-2 delivery, and a swing and a foul back, and boy, Carlos got away with a pitch there. That was a hanging, breaking ball, and he was right on it, but fouled it back.
He went from 112 to 87 RBIs, 101 in 09, and he hasn't been able to do better than 73 since 2011.
But he has 56 in a part-time job here. A little pop-up foul over there, dug out and into the seats, and he stays alive. That was a good fastball, up and in, jammed him.
And that was 99 miles an hour on the gun reading. Martinez was going for the kill right there.
But he's fouled off some tough pitches.
11 ground ball double plays this year, 1 in the past against Martinez.
The delivery here is a double play ball to the second baseman. He hesitated just a bit, the Cardinals second baseman did. He gets the force out at second, but the run scores, and there's no throw to first, and it's 1-0 for Atlanta. It could have been a double play. It was a tough double play because it was such a high hopper. But when the Cardinals second baseman had to double pump, it was all over. So it goes 4-6 on the fielder's choice, and a run batted in for Markakis. And there are runners at first and third now, 2 on and 2 out, as the Braves lead 1-0. And the man at the plate is Mr. Garcia. He has 8 homers and 35 RBIs, and the first pitch to him, swinging a foul. We owe you a break. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
In business today, you're digital or you're dead. The world's biggest enterprises turn to St. Louis-based Proficient, the digital transformation experts. Like the Cardinals, Proficient's a real St. Louis success story.
Cardinal baseball on KMOX HD, KEZK HD3, St. Louis.
The next by Martinez is way outside, and it's 1-1.
Well, because of an error, Martinez may top 30 pitches this inning.
And the reason we send that message to you is because The guys down in the bullpen are going clickety-click, clickety-clack. The pitch. A pop-up, it's foul, out of play. He got away with another pitch there. It was an off-speed pitch, and it was up in the strike zone. He's been fortunate with a couple of pitches that they have fouled away that they could have put in play. Garcia's now in the hole with a 1-2 count. And you could get out of this with only a 1 run being scored with an error and a misplay, and you'd be happy. Here's the next for the right-handed hitting Garcia. Swinging another foul, out of play right side. A 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Have the guns heated up over the...
I believe they have.
Oh, man, oh, man.
I think the baseball is heated up, too, with all the home runs we're seeing.
All right. Garcia gets back in. Runners at the corners, first and third. 2 on, 2 out. And the 1-2 pitch. Another foul. This off to the right side. And Moss flips it into the seats for a souvenir there. And a young man who brought his glove makes the catch. Souvenir time. This is a standing room only crowd here tonight. They've come for the bobblehead. That's the bobblehead. It works.
I thought that was your neck. You okay?
That's a heck of a bobblehead, isn't it? Here's another for Garcia. Adonis pops it up just below the booth here, and another souvenir. He's spreading souvenirs out like it's Santa Claus at Christmas. What's that? You like that?
I like that bobblehead.
There you go. Woody the Woodpecker. It is a handsome item, and it's handed out to the folks here tonight. A standing room only crowd. And another 1-2 pitch for Garcia. It is coming. Swinging a ground ball to the first baseman. Pitcher covers, underhanded toss. Got him! And the Cardinals come to bat in the bottom of the first, trailing 1-0.
Honey, what are you doing? The Griffins are coming over for the Cardinals game today.
And he gets to start tonight. He's been around for a long time. He broke in back in 2001. And last year with the Houston Astros, he was 3-5 in 20 games, 11 as a starter. And he's making his first start for the Atlanta Braves. And the Cardinal leadoff man is Mr. Matt Carpenter, and they have the shift on for him. The third baseman all by himself in on the grass, and here's a fastball, low ball 1. This gentleman is a big one, 6'4", 270 pounds. He's from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Now resides in Brunswick, Ohio. And his Twitter account is not available. In case you're interested, John.
Well, not the least bit.
Okay. All right, he's missed with the first 2, and now the 2-0 pitch is low, and it's 3-0. Don't forget about the Edward Jones folks now. They will tell you what you would need to hear and not what you would like to hear. Straight talk, honest conversation. That's another way that Edward Jones and their 13,000 financial advisors make sense of investing. Here's the 3-0, and he takes all the way, and it's ball 4 now. What kind of a deal is that? After his team scores a run for him in the first inning, they had the bases loaded, no one out. You thought the momentum had switched just because they can only get the 1 run. And so he walks the leadoff man on 4 pitches, and it brings in Stephen Piscotty. Now, Piscotty is facing Hernandez for the first time, just like a Carpenter was. Holiday hasn't faced him. Moss is 0 for 4 against him. Peralta's hit him well, 5 for 10. He checks on the runner and he pitches. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. As Steven went up there pumping. He looks to the third base coach, gets his signs, gets back in. Infielders, Garcia at third, Ibar at short, Peterson the second baseman, Freeman at first. They look for the twin killing. Kempen left. NCR stays in center field. The right fielder is Markakis, and Brzezinski, the veteran catcher, behind the plate. He's caught more games than any other active catcher. More innings behind the plate than any other active catcher. And he's already said that he'd like to continue his career as a manager after his playing days. The pitch, swinging a fly ball to center field. The center fielder broke back, now comes in and makes the catch. One down as Piscotti pops into center. It brings in Brandon Moss. Moss has 10 hits in his last 28 at-bats, including a home run. 18 homers, 43 RBIs, and a .264 batting mark. This pitcher, Roberto Hernandez, has been around for a long while, and as John told you earlier, he won 19 games for the Cleveland Indians back in 2007, and he was an all-star. He's been in division play. He's been in the all-star game. He's been around. And the 270-pounder throws a strike to Moss. Moss, with a man at first. First inning, 1-0 Atlanta. And they have the shift on for him. Outfielders are deep. They play him a step to pull the pitch. Ooh, over but low, and it's even 1-1. Mr. Roberto Hernandez, he's been around. Listen to this, all aboard. First year was rookie ball. Then Burlington, Akron, Lake County, Buffalo, Kinston, Akron, Buffalo, Cleveland, Lake County. Throw to first, back safely, Cleveland, Akron, Columbus, Cleveland, Lake County, Columbus, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Houston, all aboard. Like to have his expense money. The pitch outside, he just missed there, and it's 2-1.
Or the frequent flyer miles.
Some of that's
bus mileage.
Yeah, some of it's bus mileage. But the big league stuff, that's pretty good nowadays. He looks in and gets a sign. Man at first, they hold against him. 2-1 delivery. Moss takes it. It's low, and it's 3-1. How many did they walk last night? I think they walked 7.
The starting pitcher in last night's game put up 5. Ramirez 1. Cervenka 1.
That's 7.
That is it. And then a 3 up, 3 down, 8th inning for
Mauricio
Cabrera.
And all of those pitchers were from the Dominican, weren't they? From last night. Now this guy's from the Dominican. They have a pretty good baseball team in the world. Here's a fastball and a swing and a miss. He threw it right by him at 90. That we have that. What is that World
Baseball Classic coming up next spring?
Right. So you might look for some of these guys that they have on their staff from the Dominican Republic to be on that World Cup team. And good luck to all the Olympians as they started play yesterday and today. Here's the delivery. The runner comes back, a swing and a miss, and Moss goes down on strikes.
He went after what would have been ball 4.
And this game tonight is brought to you by Budweiser, and this Bud's for the weatherman and for you. It is a beautiful evening weather-wise. Man, it's cooled off in St. Louis. It is really nice.
84 degrees at first pitch.
And no humidity, a nice breeze through the ballpark. They're jammed in over across the street at the Budweiser Brew House, Cardinal Nation, Ballpark Village. And they're jammed in here, standing room only. Man at first inning, 2 outs. And Holiday swings and fouls it into the seats, and a souvenir guy makes a heck of a catch there. Sign him up. Holiday is facing this right-hander for the first time. Peralta, who's on deck, has a 500 average against him, 5 for 10. Matt is trying to break an 0 for 6. He is knocked down, and he runs away from a pitch up and in. And this guy has better control than that, you would think. Don't kick the sleeping dog, right? Or as Mike Claiborne says, don't poke the bear. I don't like to mess with the Bears. I'll stick with kicking the dog. Here's a pitch up and in, and it's 2-1. Kick that dog, he's liable to get up and start chewing on you.
That dog will.
Yeah. How's your puppy dog there, Jim? He starts chewing on you.
Jim's dog loves root beer.
Especially when it's on your pant leg. All right, the 2-1 pitch. Holiday. Swing and a line drive into right center. That's a base hit. And Carpenter goes for third. He'll make it easily. The throw goes into second base. And the Cardinals have the tying run at third. 2 outs, 2 on. And it brings in Peralta, who has that very good average against this right-hander. 5 out of 10. Johnny just coming off the disabled list. He has 5 homers, 14 RBIs, and a 220 mark. Nice piece of hitting by Holiday. Don't kick the sleeping dog.
Well, that's when he gets on his game, Mike, when he's hitting the ball hard like that to right center.
Pitch up and in, moved him off the plate, and he got back in there and hit one in the right center. They play Peralta to pull on the infield, straight away in the outfield. They're very deep. And the pitch to him. Outside, ball 1. Breaking ball missed there, and it's Molina on deck. Long inning as the Cardinals starter threw a lot of pitches. This guy is Hernandez has thrown 17 already, and he has 2 on and 2 out, and the pitch comes home. Swinging a foul out of play right side. So this early start is going to wind up in probably a later night than we had last night when we had a 2-hour and 28-minute game. This first inning has been a long one. It's almost a half an hour old as we speak. And Hernandez once again has the sign and checks on the runners and pitches. Swing and a miss on a changeup. He had him out in front and he fooled him. And now Peralta's in the hole 1 and 2. 2 on, 2 out. And Roberto Hernandez, the 6'4", 270-pounder, looks in to get his sign as the one he wants. They're deep everywhere for Johnny Peralta, the Cardinals shortstop. And with 2 outs, he takes it just outside, and it's a even Steven 2 and 2. Roberto wanted that call, did not get it. It was close, but no cigar. Just a little outside. So Johnny gets back in, holds it right down on the knob. He is ready. So is Hernandez. Runner at third. That's Carpenter. Runner at first. Holiday. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. After 1, the Braves lead the Cardinals 1-0.
This season, American Equity Mortgage and the St. Louis Cardinals are teaming up.
Now, we'll be playing the A's. Just go to cardinals.com/promotions. That's versus the Oakland Athletics, 1:15, Sunday, August the 28th game. And we go to the second inning, and a pitch is high, ball 1. The giveaways this year have been fantastic. You're going to love this hat, too. Sunday, August 28th. Go to cardinals.com/promotions. 2-0. The left-handed swinging Peterson. He takes a strike. Jace Peterson. 5 homers, 17 RBIs, a 273 average. And he's the last 12 game he's reached safely. A little one hopper back to the mound. And Martinez throws him out. That's the first casualty here in the second inning. It brings in A.J. Pierzynski, former Cardinal. He's their catcher. With Roberto Hernandez on deck. Pierzynski, 1 homer, 22 RBIs. And he has hit safely in 14 of his last 17 games, and during those games he's batted .263. He's a left-handed swinging catcher, deep in the box, holds it down on the end, and he takes a strike from Martinez. Fastball right down central. Long look, the next. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman. Tough hop. But Carpenter grabs it and throws him out. 2 away, and here is the pitcher, Roberto Hernandez. He throws right, and he bats right. He walks in. Great big guy at 6'4", 270 pounds. He takes a practice swing, and he gets in. Let's see. We'll be able to tell you on the first swing. He takes it. Strike at the knees. Good pitch by Carlos Martinez. We're in the second inning. He's retired the first two, and the Braves lead 1-0. Here's a pitch just outside. He's getting a pretty good look, Mr. Hernandez, he does. And the 1-1 pitch now. No one on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He gets a good look, but gets a bad swing. And about 200 of those 270 pounds were headed for the bucket. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a tap foul. So he lives for another pitch. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Carlos Martinez. And the right-hander brings home another. Swing and a miss. He got him with the old breaking ball. You start throwing that breaking ball, and it's good night, Irene. Good night. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Cardinals bat. All right. Here is Yadier Molina. Jerko and Pham will follow. If anyone gets on, Martinez. We go to the bottom of the second inning. And about to throw pitch number 22 is Roberto Hernandez, and it's up and in for a ball. Well, if you have dinner reservations and you're going over to the outfield or you're going to Ballpark Village, put it back about a half hour to an hour. Here's a ski right call 1-1. You have dinner reservations in downtown here, call them back and say, put another 30 or 45 minutes on it. That's how long this game's going to take. There's a cutter as a strike, and it's 1-2 now. That's a good pitch there by Roberto Hernandez. Just called up. This is another big league team for him. The Braves called him up from their AAA affiliate to pitch this game. A swing and a foul, and Yachty stays alive. Molina is 8 out of his last 23 with a home run. He has 3 home runs and 31 RBIs and a 272 average. They play him straight away on the infield, deep in the outfield, and they give him left center. In fact, the left fielders are rather shallow. Kemp is really shallow. Yachty can hit one over his head easily. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball back to the pitcher. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first, and gets it. He knew who was running, all right. 1 down, and it brings in Jed Jerko. Jerko's 0 for his last 11. He has 15 homers, 33 RBIs, and a 244 batting mark. The Cardinal bats have gone rather dormant, haven't they?
Well, they've gone very quiet. They were shut out in Cincinnati last game of the road trip. 1 run last night, and 0 in the first inning, and 1 out in the second with nobody on.
You're not superstitious, are you?
Of course. Been around baseball most of my life.
Here is Jerko, and he takes a pitch low and outside. There are all kinds of superstitions in this game, and one of the most superstitious of us all is our past manager, Tony La Russa. Wow. I mean, he was something else, wasn't he? If he went to a restaurant and got 5 runs in the first inning, he went back the next night and ordered the same thing. If he won, he'd do it again the next night. Here's the 1-0, and it's a ground ball to the second baseman. Scooped up by Peterson, and he throws out Jerko, who's just trotting down the line. 2 away.
Well, there's a fedora on the warning track at the base of the wall in the right field corner.
You're correct. Let me put my glasses on that.
It's on the monitor right now.
I'm telling you, somebody lost their hat from last night's giveaway. That's a Tommy. His crew spotted that one in a hurry. Here's a swing and a foul back. Pham had a Sunday cut at that here on Saturday night. Pham has 8 homers, 13 RBIs, and he was trying to tie it. Here's the next for the Cardinal right-handed batter. And it's a little low, and it's 1-1. Yeah, there's a hat laying out just in the right field corner, about 336 feet away, 37 feet away. The delivery. Swinging a ground ball, slowly hit the third. Big hop, throw. Got him. After 2, John Rooney's going to tell you all about the third. Braves lead 1-0.
Everyone knows St. Louis is a great city to visit, but
Garcia drove in the only run last night, and 2 zeros so far in this game against the Atlanta Braves. 1-0 Atlanta. Here's a swing and a ground ball toward right field, a base hit. Diving effort by Matt Carpenter. He couldn't come up with it, and Ender Inciarte is 2 for 2. He has 25 hits in his last 62 at-bats and a 17-game hitting streak. Here's Eric Ibar. Ibar hit a ground ball to the shortstop, Johnny Peralta, who flipped to second to get a force out on Inciarte. But after further review, Matt Carpenter was not on the bag when he caught the ball and could not double up Ibar at first base. So Inciarte was called safe. Ended up scoring on a ground ball, a force out off the bat of Nick Markakis. That's how the Braves got their run. Here's a pitch high and wide, ball 1. Carlos Martinez threw 30 pitches in the first inning. He's at 43 right now with a runner at first base and nobody on in the third. Ibar, switch batter, former Angel. Resting the bat on the left shoulder, waits for Martinez, who throws to first. No tag applied by Moss on Inciarte. Inciarte has 11 steals in 14 attempts. As a team, the Braves have 54 stolen bases, caught 25 times. The Cardinals have 26 while being caught 19. Another move to first. Inciarte is back in safely. The Braves had the bases loaded with nobody out. But the Cardinals could not turn the double play on Markakis' ground ball to second baseman Matt Carpenter. He had trouble getting a grip on the ball. Here's a swing and a foul. And Carpenter had a tough first inning, adding pitches to Carlos Martinez, who finished up with 30. Are you looking for a degree that will hit a home run in St. Louis? Then consider Maryville University's Bachelor's in Financial Services. Blending finance and marketing, putting you on a fast career track. Maryville, many connections, one you. Here's the 1-1 for Eric Ibar, and the pitch. Inside, snap throw to first, sliding back safely, Inciarte. Inciarte took off for second and stopped just before Martinez delivered the pitch. Had he kept going, he'd be standing on second base right now. The count is 2-1 on Ibar. Martinez looks over the shoulder at first base. Just holding the ball a count longer. Another count. Now the pitch. A swing and a ground ball over second, on through into center field. Inciarte took off right about the time Martinez pitched and makes third base on the single by Ibar. Inciarte and Ibar wearing out Martinez. At least they put the ball in play and they're making something happen. First and third, nobody out for Freddie Freeman, who walked and was out on a force out. So an 11-game hitting streak for Ibar, 16 out of 35 during that stretch for him. And Ibar might take off running. Freeman is 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts and a walk. He hits a high fly ball to center field. That's deep. Pham at the track looks up, and it is gone. Long gone over the grass on the batter's eye in center field. A 3-run homer for Freddie Freeman. 4-0 Atlanta. And like the last start, Carlos Martinez gave up 4 runs to Miami. The Cardinals fought back and took him off the hook before losing in the last at-bat Sunday. The home run is the 10th given up by Martinez this season. And Freddie Freeman breaks an 0 for 10 by hitting home run number 19. Boy, did he air that one out over the grass. Here's the pitch, and it's taken high by Kemp. Nobody out, nobody on. 3 runs in the third inning. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. 448 feet, the estimated distance on the home run. Straightaway center. Kemp hits a ground ball, 2-hopper to the shortstop Peralta, and Peralta throws him out, 1 down. Let's pause here for station identification. For all of our fans listening in Union City, Tennessee over KYTN and the rest of the St. Louis Cardinals radio network.
The day after every Cards win, you get 50% off your regular menu price online order using promo code CARDSWIN at papajohns.com.
Cardinal baseball on KMOX HD, KEZK HD3, St. Louis.
Here's Nick Markakis, the former Royal, takes a pitch high and wide, ball 1. 4-0 Atlanta, run in the first and a 3-run homer off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Enciarte has scored 2 of the 4 runs. Ibar was on base along with Enciarte when Freeman cleared the wall in center field by plenty, by about 48 feet. The 1-ball, 1-strike pitch. Fouled out of play off to the left. Markakis hit a ground ball to Matt Carpenter. Looked like the Cardinals had a shot to get out of the inning with a double play ball, a shot to get out of the first without a run scoring. But Carpenter had trouble getting a grip on the ball. They got the force out at second. The run scored. Here's a ball low. 2-2 on Nick Markakis with Adonis Garcia waiting next to the on-deck circle. The 2-2 pitch outside a full count. We're in the 3rd inning with 1 out, and Martinez is ready for pitch number 56. Swinging a shot. Diving play at first by Moss. He gets up, wins the race to the bag, as Moss just took a double, at least a double away from Markakis. 2 outs, and Adonis Garcia comes to bat for the 5th time in this series. He's 0 for 4. Garcia, against the Cardinals, has hit 3 home runs, driving in 4. Holds the bat down on the knob, wide open stance. The pitch outside and low for a ball. When the Cardinals come up, Martinez will lead off, then Carpenter and Stephen Piscotty. Here's a pitch in there right down the middle, a fastball at 95, 1 ball, 1 strike. Singles by Enciarte and Ibar, then a home run by Freeman. And here's a ball just popped to first base, caught by Moss. Garcia is out. So 3 up, 3 down after the 2 singles that dropped for a triple, winning the game in the bottom of the 9th inning last Sunday. The first pitch is in for a strike from the former Fausto Carmona. Now Roberto Hernandez, a right-hander pitching for the Braves. A swing and a miss, 0-2. Martinez has 10 hits in 40 at-bats. The pitch on the way. Ground ball to the shortstop. Eric Ibar throws out Martinez at first base. 1 up, 1 down. Holiday has the only Cardinal hit. That came with 2 outs in the first inning. The next 5 batters have made outs. A strikeout and then 4 ground ball outs for Hernandez. Matt Carpenter walks slowly to home plate as Martinez goes down the dugout steps and will take a seat on the bench. Don't miss the Cardinals Care 6K run coming up Sunday, September 18th. The race route is through downtown St. Louis and will finish on the field right here at Busch Stadium. Carpenter, first pitch swinging, fouls it off. For more information and to sign up for the Cardinals Care 6K run Sunday, September 18th, go to cardinals.com/6K. Join Olympic gold medalist Jackie Joyner-Kersee for this special run benefiting area kids through Cardinals Care. Carpenter walked and was left at third base in the first inning. The pitch by Hernandez. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Reds had an early lead on the Pirates. Now in the bottom of the 3rd, the Pirates have the bases loaded with 2 outs and a 3-2 lead over Cincinnati. The pitch, check swing. Did he offer? No. The ball low. The count goes to 2-1. The Cubs won their game 4-0 at Oakland today. The Cubs have won 6 in a row. They are 68-41. 10 games better than the Cardinals.
Marietta picked up his 13th win on that 4-hit shutout.
2-1 the count, and the pitch to Carpenter. He popped it up. Foul territory, third base side of the infield. Garcia over by the dugout, and no play. The catcher, Brzezinski, was over there leaning against the railing, and the ball hit the screen. So Carpenter has life with a 2-2 count. There's a padded railing next to the television camera and the camera well. Brzezinski got over there and just ran into the corner of that, reaching for the ball, missed it. So Carpenter stands back in at 2-2. Let's see what he can do with another pitch in this at bat. At least another pitch. Three infielders on the right side for the left-handed batter. The pitch by Hernandez, taken low. A full count. What else? Stephen Piscotty waits to bat next. Well, last night, Adonis Garcia was playing at a shortstop position. Now he's their third baseman. But with the shift on, he's halfway. In fact, he's closer to second than third. But he made a great play last night. Here's a swing and a high fly ball down the right field line, foul with home run distance. Just a long strike and 3-2 on Matt Carpenter.
Change up, and he was out in front.
Roberto Hernandez, a major league record of 70 wins and 98 losses, 4.58 ERA. Game 269, start number 218. His first start with Atlanta. The 3-2. Carpenter hits it hard on the ground to Freeman at first. Freeman takes it to the bag, 3 unassisted. Ground out, ground out, ground out. That's the story since Molina hit the ball back to Hernandez, leading off the second. 5 ground outs in a row. 6 straight have been retired going back to Peralta's strikeout, ending the Cardinal first.
The only person that's hit the ball well is Holiday on that base hit. He got into right center. That's the only ball that's been hit well.
Piscotty hit a fly ball to shallow center field the first time up. He's 1 out of 5 in the series. He has a homer and 6 RBIs in his brief major league career facing the Atlanta Braves. The pitch taken for a strike. Hernandez got the slider over. A.J. Brzezinski puts down the signs with a 35-year-old right-hander from the Dominican Republic. The 1-strike pitch with 2 down. Here it comes, and Piscotty takes it outside. The Dodgers won their game at home over Boston 3-0. The Indians beat the Yankees 5-2 at Yankee Stadium. The windup, the kick, and the pitch. Piscotty swings and misses an off-speed pitch. 1-2 with 2 outs. And here's Hernandez trying to finish off the Cardinals with the 1-2 pitch, and he does. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A pitch down and in strikes out Piscotty. The 3rd strikeout for Hernandez. We're going to the 4th. Atlanta has the upper hand after 3 in St. Louis, 4-0.
Hundreds of dollars in cashback rebates, plus federal tax credit. Visit AmerenMissouri.com/HVAC for a list of participating contractors. Some restrictions may apply.
Where tradition meets today. KMOX.
Chase Peterson leads off, taking a pitch inside. The first one missed the zone as well, a 2-0 count. Peterson hit the ball back to Martinez in a 1-2-3 second inning. The pitch low, ball 3-0. Peterson batting for the first time in the series. Grounded out, back in the second. Here he takes a strike, 3-1. He's batting .272. 5 homers, 17 RBIs, and ball 4 down and in. The Braves have had the leadoff man on 3 out of the 4 innings. The walk is number 2 allowed by Martinez. A.J. Brzezinski hit a ground ball to Matt Carpenter for an out. Martinez would take that one right now to get a double play. And 99.99 to Cardinals care from American Equity Mortgage. So the Braves are leading 4-0. A run in the first inning that scored on a forced play ground ball. and a Freddie Freeman 3-run homer in the third. Martinez throws to first, diving back safely Peterson. Peterson has 2 steals in 6 attempts. We have additional field tickets that have been released for the Paul McCartney concert on Saturday, August 13th. Purchase your tickets right now at Cardinals.com/McCartney. A swing and a foul. That goes out of play off to the left. Four runs on 4 hits. No errors for Atlanta. 2 left on. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on for the Cardinals. Moss is holding at first against Jace Peterson. On deck, Roberto Hernandez, the Atlanta pitcher. The pitch by Martinez, a swing and a fly ball center field. Tommy Pham has that one measured. He makes the catch in medium center. Brzezinski is 0 for 2, 1 out. And Hernandez is up there trying to advance the runner.
Well, he's not much of a hitter. We'll see what kind of a bunter he is.
He has 11 career sacrifices. He was pitched primarily in the American League. Go to the historic Carousel at Faust Park in St. Louis. Nearby, walking trails, a playground, historic village, and the Butterfly House. See more family fun activities at ExploreSt.Louis.com. Here's a bunt up the first base line, going foul. Moss gets to it. And Peterson will return to first base with 1 strike on the Atlanta pitcher. I mentioned the Dodgers won their game earlier today, 3-0 over Boston. The Dodgers are a game and a half behind San Francisco. The Giants have gone 4-6 in their last 10 games, and San Francisco's leading 2-0 in Washington in the 4th. On the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center scoreboard. Here's a bunt in the air, foul. No chance for Moss.
That was a self-defense.
It was.
There, wasn't it?
The ball just happened to hit the bat. Now the third base coach, Bo Porter, wants to talk directly with Hernandez. And Porter's telling him, get the bunt down here, even though you have 2 strikes. Hernandez back in there. A lead away from first base for Jace Peterson. Hernandez squares with 2 strikes and missed it. He's out, trying to bunt. The strikeout is the 3rd for Martinez, 2 involving Hernandez.
He was stepping in the bucket when he was swinging. He was stepping in the bucket when he was bunting.
Top of the order now, and enter Enciarte. Enciarte has singled, and scored 2 runs. He has a 17-game hitting streak, 25 out of 62. His average is on the climb, batting .269, 1 home run, 13 RBIs. He's a cutter and a slasher there in the batter's box. The pitch by Martinez, a ground ball to the second baseman. Carpenter gets to it, throws quickly. Enciarte is out for the first time, leaving Peterson on base. As Peterson walked, he becomes the 3rd man left on by Atlanta. McCartney hit, and 1 base on balls. Moss gets his second look now at Hernandez after striking out swinging on what would have been ball 4 the first time up. And here's a slider strike on the inside corner. Moss, over the years, has gone 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts, facing Fausto Carmona, now Roberto Hernandez, as he is known. And here's a line drive hit to right field against the shift. That's backhanded by Markakis. Holding Moss to a leadoff single in the 4th inning. There's a start. Matt Holliday blistered one to right center field for a long single, sending Carpenter to 3rd in the 1st inning. However, Johnny Peralta couldn't continue the inning as he struck out. It's back to school time at Weekends Only. Dress up your dorm for the semester-long away game. Score major deals on all the essentials, including futons, desks, and so much more. Stop by one of the 5 St. Louis area locations or shop online. Weekends Only, more home for less. Holiday has 18 home runs, 59 RBIs. Settling into the right-handed batter's box. Hernandez with the sign, now the pitch. Holiday rolls it toward the 3rd baseman. Garcia will throw to first base, take the out on Holiday, and get him. Moss makes second with 1 out. Now Johnny Peralta. The last start at AAA for Hernandez was on July 29th at Toledo. He gave up 5 earned runs on 10 hits over 5 innings with a walk and 5 strikeouts, throwing 82 pitches. So far, 48 pitches tonight. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning, 2 hits allowed, and no runs. Johnny Peralta struck out the first time up. 5 for 11 with a double, an RBI, and 3 strikeouts, facing Hernandez. Like Hernandez, Peralta, a former Cleveland Indian. Johnny moved on to Detroit before joining the Cardinals. The pitch. Peralta takes an inside fastball at 90 miles an hour. Moss led off with a hit, moved up on a ground out by Holiday. One fly ball out so far for Hernandez, and that was a short fly ball to center off the bat of Stephen Piscotty in the first. The pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. Strikeouts of Moss, Peralta, and Piscotty. And the fly ball by Piscotty. The other outs on ground balls. Moss takes a lead at second. Jace Peterson, the second baseman, is bird dogging him, trying to shorten the lead. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Peralta fouls it off. 2 balls and a strike. The Cardinals have won all 4 games against Atlanta in 2016. They swept the weekend series the first weekend of the season in April and won here 1-0 last night. But Atlanta has a 4-0 lead tonight with a first inning run and then a 3-run Freddie Freeman homer in the third. Johnny Peralta has hit 5 home runs, driving in 14. The pitch. Swing and a tap foul, 2-2. As Hernandez got Johnny to reach for a breaking pitch off the outside corner. The Pirates have 2 on with nobody out in the bottom of the 4th inning and a 3-2 lead over the Reds in Pittsburgh. The Pirates are 54 and 53 coming in. They started the day 3 games behind the second place Cardinals. The pitch, Peralta is jammed and fouls it back to the screen. The ball rolls all the way to Przinsky, and AJ throws a new ball to the mound. The old one out of play over to the Cardinal on deck circle, where Cardinal catcher Yadier Molina squats and he waits to bat. Moss led off with a hit. He's on second base with 1 out. And a 2-2 pitch coming up.
You got to peck away. You got to score those runs when you get the chance, don't you?
And Moss is in scoring position for Peralta. Only 2 hits so far for the Cardinals, Holiday and Moss. Peralta takes outside, ball 3. Hernandez thought he could get Johnny to go fishing again like he did in the first inning. 3-2, 1 out. 54 pitches for Roberto Hernandez through 1 out in the 4th. But he's leading Carlos Martinez and the Cardinals 4-0.
I don't think they're going to worry too much if this guy goes over 120 pitches, though, do you?
No. I don't think he'll go that far, but here's a foul ball to the third base coach, Chris Maloney. But I don't think they worry at all if he went about 115 to 120.
Especially if he's ahead about 6 or 7-0. Give that bullpen a rest.
35-year-old right-hander, Roberto Hernandez. Peralta twirls the bat, now holds it down on the knob. 3-2 the count on the Cardinal shortstop. Hernandez holds the ball in the right hand, glove resting on the left knee, leaning in, reading signs. Now the pitch. Ground ball up the middle of the infield, a base hit to center field. Moss comes around third. Here's the throw going into second by Inciarte. The Cardinals are on the board with a 1-out RBI single, scoring Moss.
And now Peralta 6 out of 12 lifetime against this right-hander.
And the great thing about that hit, Mike, Johnny didn't try to do too much with it.
Well, you know, the Cardinals are leading the league in home runs, so we know that. But sometimes you think that they might be trying to hit home runs every time they're up there. A lot of these guys aren't.
Here's Yadier Molina. Yadi hit the ball back to Hernandez, opening up the second. And the Cardinal catcher is trying to keep the line moving. With Jed Jerko on deck.
Situational hitting, though, is almost foreign in the game today, don't you think?
Well, it has become a Sports Center highlight type game.
There you go. Now you got it.
The home runs play big. The runner goes. Yadi swings and fouls it. Chris Maloney, the third base coach, knocks it down with the left hand. That'll leave a mark. But I don't think Hammer cares. He's looking into the Cardinal dugout, going through the signs now for Molina. And I like it. Runner going on the first pitch. Put some pressure on Roberto Hernandez, who has faced very little resistance so far. He's given up his first run. The Cardinals trail by 3. The difference in the game, the home run by Freddie Freeman in the third. He had a 3-run shot with nobody out. Molina checks his swing and takes outside.
And I like that starting the runner.
I do too. Peralta takes a look across to Chris Maloney. Bill Miller says something into Peralta's right ear.
No, there was no steal. There wasn't a steal. It was about hit and run, or just moving the runner. When you start the runner, it puts pressure on everyone on the field. Umpires.
Everybody moves.
Yeah, and they have to tighten up.
Move to first, and Peralta is back in ahead of the Freeman tag.
Now you have the pitcher paying more attention over there. Peralta hasn't stolen a base.
He had 1 all of last year. I remember before the season started last year, Johnny was talking to Lou Brock. He said, I'm looking for about 6 or 7 out of you. And Johnny had 1 in an all-star year. The pitch to Molina, changeup swung on and missed. 1-2.
Now, a lot of times, I think, and I know this is a lost art, but this is a really good hit-and-run pitch. Now, well...
And I think for the reason that the batter's bearing down, trying to keep from striking out, putting the ball in play.
And they have statistics on it, okay, that, 2-1s are better than 1-2, but I always like a 1-2. It seems like the pitch is around. Now, it is a different era, okay, and... when they have you 2 strikes, they try to get you to swing at something out of zone.
Here's a swing and a foul on a pitch that was 85 miles an hour toward the center of the plate. Let's pause here for station identification
hit and run pitch
on the Cardinals Network.
Don't miss the enchanting production of Elton John and Tim Rice's Aida, the 2016 season finale at the Muni, August 8th through 14. Tickets on sale now. Visit muni.org for more information.
Cardinal baseball on KMOX HD, KEZK HD3 St. Louis.
Along with Mike Shannon, John Rooney at Busch Stadium. Our producer-engineer is Jim Jackson. Zach Schmidt is in the St. Louis studio. The 1-2 pitch inside, ball 2. 2-2 on Molina. 2 hits in the inning for the Cardinals. They're up to 3 in the hit column. They had only 2 in the game last night and won 1-0. Tonight, the Redbirds are down by 3 runs. On deck, it's Jed Jerko. Yadier Molina is 0 for his last 5. Since Yadi had a 16-game hitting streak stopped. 2-2, here it comes. Molina rolls it up the third baseline, foul. Peralta all the way to second base, has to retrace his steps. And Molina comes back to home plate. The Cardinals have a bench tonight of left-handed batters Wong, Adams, Garcia, Hazelbaker, and a right-handed batter, the backup catcher Alberto Rosario. Busch Stadium in St. Louis, big crowd on hand for the Saturday night game, August the 6th, 2016. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Peralta drove in a run with a base hit, scoring Brandon Moss. Johnny leads on 2-2. The pitch. Molina shoots it down the right field line. That's a fair ball going to the corner. The ball rolls to the right fielder, Markakis, and Peralta will stop at third base. Second and third with 1 out. Yadier Molina's 25th double of the year.
That gets the bullpen stirring out there in left center. Pitch low and away, and that's exactly where Yadi hit it.
He dropped that one fair. The ball hit the sidewall, then back into fair territory. One bounce off the wall to Nick Markakis. His throw was into the infield fast enough that Peralta had to hold up at third. Jed Jerko is 0 for his last 12. But he was on some kind of power roll before this brief slide.
Well, one of those home runs would tie the game now.
The pitch to Jerko, a swing and a foul that hit Brzezinski and goes to the backstop. 15 home runs for Jerko, 33 RBIs. Last year with the Padres, Jerko drove in 57 while hitting 16 home runs. The Cardinals have 381 extra base hits to lead the majors. And here's a drive to right field. It's going to be caught by Markakis. He makes the catch. Peralta tags and scores. The throw goes to third. And the Redbirds are down by 2 now, 4-2.
Good job of hitting there. Now, that's what you call situational hitting. Get that run home from third.
Now let's see if the Cardinals can pick up a bonus of a run or two with Tommy Pham up here with 2 outs and Molina in scoring position at second base. The Pirates have grown their lead to 5-2 over the Reds in the bottom of the 4th inning in Pittsburgh.
You know, you have a base open now.
Right, with the pitcher in the on-deck circle.
Sure. I don't think that Pham's going to get much to hit. They get a left-hander loose in their bullpen.
Hernandez, a pitch count of 65, has allowed 2 runs here in the 4th. Pham looks at strike 1. Tommy rolled out to third the last time up. It's Eric O'Flaherty forming in the bullpen. Molina leads away from second. The pitch. Pham takes a ball in the dirt, and that rolls to the right of Brzezinski. But Yadier cannot advance. The ball didn't go far enough away from home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the Cardinal pitcher on deck. Big, deep breath for Roberto Hernandez. 35-year-old right-hander from the Dominican. He has the pitch he wants, and the 1-1 pitch is on the way, outside ball 2. Pham against the Braves is 1 for 8 with 3 walks and a strikeout. He didn't play against Atlanta as Tommy was hurt the first game of the season in Pittsburgh. The pitch to the right-handed batter, outside, ball 3, 3-1. The Cardinals went from Pittsburgh to Atlanta on the opening road trip. Molina leads away from second base. Martinez waits on deck.
Well, those coveted 2-out RBI hits, but the base open, I don't think he'll get much here.
Here's a swing and a miss. He got a pitch down the middle. And it's 3-2 with 2 outs.
He's been effective with his off-speed deliveries, hasn't he?
The changeup, the slider. 70 pitches so far for Roberto Hernandez. We're in the 4th with 2 outs and 2 runs in. The hits are even at 4, but the Braves lead by 2. On 3-2, the pitch. Pham, a half swing and a foul ball. Tommy is playing center field tonight. Jeremy Hazelbaker got the start last night, and then Pham finished up in center. Randall Grichuk has been in the minor leagues since the beginning of the Cincinnati series, when Moss came off the DL, and so did Peralta. Now on 3-2 with 2 outs, Pham swings and fouls it off. Just nicked it. Another off-speed pitch. Brzezinski couldn't hold on. Tommy settles back in. Widespread stance in the right-handed batter's box. Yadier Molina standing on second base. He doubled, setting up Peralta at third for Jerko's sacrifice fly. Peralta singled in Moss before that. 3-2, 2 outs. The pitch on the way. A swing and a high fly ball down the left field line. Ibar is chasing it. The shortstop on the track makes the catch in foul territory. The Cardinals came back with 2 runs in the 4th, and they left Molina in scoring position. The Cardinals have stranded 3. Mike has the 5th when we come back with Atlanta's lead cut in half, 4-2.
The coldest beer, the best and the cheapest food. They have live music at Fast Eddie's. And it's a short drive from St. Louis. You must be 21 to enter. Fast Eddie's in Alton, Illinois. Here's the first pitch by Martinez to Ibar. And it's a strike call. Here's the next by the Card right-hander, headed home. Swinging a foul back off the screen. It puts him quickly 0-2. Martinez gave a 3-run homer to Freddie Freeman in the 3rd, and the Cardinals have cut the lead in half. Now it's 4-2 as we play in the 5th inning. And he has Ibar 0-2 as he winds and delivers. Swinging a ground ball right back to him. He has it. An underhand toss. He takes care of the leadoff man. 1 away. And that's how the 5th inning starts. And it brings in Freddie Freeman. Freeman walked in the 1st inning, and then he hit a 3-run home run way, way up on the grass in the center field area, 440-some feet away. That was in the 3rd. We're now in the 5th. And a swing and a miss. He was trying to go back-to-back with another home run. Freeman's home run was his 19th. RBIs, 42, or 44, 45, and 46. Here's a fly ball down the left field line, and it's another base hit. If you get him started, watch out. So he's been on base 3 times, a 3-run homer, a single, and a walk, and it brings in Kemp. Now, the Cardinals have handled Kemp in this series. In fact, Matt is 0 for his last 9, but he is a powder keg waiting to go off with his 25 homers, 70 RBIs. Started the night hitting .256. Big standing room only crowd out here. Bobblehead night. Those aren't dice either, folks. That's the bobblehead. It was a giveaway tonight. It's a vintage Cardinal bobblehead. First 30,000, 16 and older, took that home. It's a throwback, a Cardinals bobblehead, unlike any other bobblehead distributed in Busch Stadium 3. It's presented by AT&T. It's a nice one, too. Very durable one. I was swinging another foul. This thing will last for a long time. And he has Mr. Kemp 0-2. Matt has struck out, and he has grounded to shortstop. The Redbird infielders look for the double play, and they're playing him to pull. The pitch to Kemp headed home. Outside, he wouldn't go for a cutter, and they've been getting him on that breaking ball out over the plate. He came over from, well, he started with the Dodgers, went to San Diego, now he's with the Braves. And he has 23 home runs, 70 RBIs. The delivery to him. Swinging a miss on a breaking pitch. Another cutter, and he's gone to swinging. That's the second time he's fanned, and the 4th K for Martinez. And with 2 outs, it's Markakis. Nick grounded into a force out and drove home a run in the 1st inning. He grounded out to the first baseman in the 3rd. And he'll bat with the man at first base. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. With the Braves up 4-2. It's 4-5-0 Atlanta, 2-4-1 Cardinals. Each team is stranded 3. There's a man at first. They hold against him. Moss there. And from the belt, the pitch to Markakis almost hits him. He has to skip the rope to get out of the way. Markakis has very good balance at the plate. And like a lot of left-handed batters, he wears that shin guard on his front foot. Gets back in, taps the lumber on the plate, chokes it just a bit from the left side, and he takes it in at the knees and a called strike, and it's 1-1. A good fastball from Carlos Martinez. Martinez came into this game 2-0 lifetime against Atlanta, and he's looking for his 11th win of the season. He's at 10-6 at the moment, and he is losing 4-2 as a foul goes out of play into the upper deck off to our left, just below one of the private clubs here. Boy, there's so much to offer out here at Busch Stadium, isn't there?
Sure. Down in Atlanta, they're pretty excited about SunTrust Park that opens in April next year.
They'll be moving into a new baseball park. It's going to be out in the county. Here's a throw over. The other stadium, right downtown, right off the interstate. One ball, two strike pitch with a man at first, 2 outs from Carlos Martinez to Nick Markakis, who's on the way. Swing and a base hit to right field. The runner will stop at second base. And it's first and second, 2 on, 2 out for Garcia. Garcia has grounded out twice, both times to the first baseman.
When the Cardinals come up, Martinez is the first batter.
And there's no one warming in the bullpen. They have been through that bullpen here most recently. And so they want Martinez to get out of this fifth inning mess, 2 on, 2 out. And a good breaking ball, a strike called to Mr. Garcia. Garcia comes in hitting .269, 8 homers, 35 RBIs. And he's 1 for 8 lifetime against Martinez, and he takes it outside low, and it's even now 1-1. If Garcia reaches, Peterson, a left-handed batter, is on deck. They might get that bullpen up, even though there are 2 outs. 2 on, and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he went out after another cutter, and he comes up empty. It's 1-2 now. Lovely evening weather-wise, and a great night for baseball as we have a good one here. It's 4-2. Cardinals out hit 6-4. The pitch. Foul back here. Cleveland over the Yankees 5-2. The Cubs shut out Oakland on a 4-hitter by Arrieta as he picked up his 13th win of the year. Minnesota playing at Tampa Bay, and they're in the 8th inning. And Tampa Bay leads that game 6-1. Longoria, Wilson, Forsythe have all homered for Tampa Bay. Here's ball 2 outside, and it's 2-2. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count, and the batter steps out. White Sox lead Baltimore 2-1 in the 5th. Houston leading Texas 1-0 in the 5th. Here in the 5th, 2 on, 2 out, and a pop foul out of play into the seats as the Braves lead the Cardinals 4-2. The Yankees and the Tigers are 1-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Toronto at Kansas City, and the Royals have come up with 3 in the bottom of the 5th, and they now lead 3-2. Dodgers shut out Boston out in Los Angeles today, 3-0. Another pitch for Garcia. Swinging a long fly ball to right field. This is trouble. It is gone. A 3-run home run. And it is now 7-2. 7-2 Atlanta. A pair of 3-run home runs. One by Freeman, the other by Garcia. In to score, Freeman and Markakis. And now the bullpen gets busy. 7 Atlanta runs on 7 Brave hits. The Giants are leading the Nationals 2-0 after 4 innings. Pittsburgh 5-2. They're on top of the Reds in the bottom of the 5th. Phillips a home run in that game, his 7th in the year. There's a strike to Jace Peterson. Miami a 2-1 lead at Colorado, bottom of the 2nd. Blackman has hit his 13th home run of the year for the Rockies. In Milwaukee, on top of Arizona, 2-0 in the 2nd. Philadelphia at San Diego later. The Angels at the Seattle later. Those will start on the West Coast. Here it's 7-2 Braves in the 5th inning as Carlos delivers. It's Steve Reich on the outside, and that's Peterson. He flips the bat and says, I'll see you tomorrow. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Braves now, their starter, Mr. Hernandez. Roberto delivers, and it's a little bit low, ball 1. It is 7 runs on 7 Atlanta base hits, 2 runs on 4 Cardinal base hits. And we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the Cardinal starter, Martinez, is gone after. Here's a long fly ball into right center. This is trouble. It is gone, and the Redbirds are back on the board. Another pinch hit home run. Unbelievable. The pinch hit home runs for the Cardinals have been just unreal. They're setting a mark every time it happens. A pinch hit home run by Colton Wong as he touches them all. And he looks to the skies. I think he's just hit a World Series home run by the way he was acting down there. It's now 7-3.
That's the 12th pinch home run for the Cardinals, extending their record.
Yeah, it's unreal.
They hit 3 in one game on a Friday night down in Atlanta. Their first 3 came against the Braves the first Friday of the season.
Here's a strike at the knees to Matt Carpenter. Carpenter, for his last 10. He walked his first time up, grounded out his last time up. That was in the 3rd. We're now in the 6th inning. Well, Wong gave the folks here something to cheer about. Here's a pitch way outside. Well, right now over at Fairmount Racetrack, that's the place to be if you'd like to wager on one of the ponies. Every Sunday at Clyde's Court. It's the Budweiser Music Series featuring Steve Reeb and friends along with great drink specials. Post time is 7:30. If you need more information, go to FairmountPark.com. They're over there racing as we speak tonight at 7:30.
That was home run number 149 for the Cardinals.
And then they lead the National League in that department. Here's a pop-up into left field. Back goes Kemp. There's plenty of room into the corner. Makes the catch. 1 away. And it brings in Stephen Piscotty. Piscotty has flied to center, and he has struck out. And he'll bat his average under 280 now for the first time this year. 15 homers and 60 RBIs. Colton Wong with a pinch hit home run into the bullpen out in right center. Can lead it off here as a pinch hitter. For Martinez, he goes 5 innings, gives 7 runs, 7 hits while he was in there. He walked 2 and he fanned 5. He cannot be the winner. He can only be the loser here tonight as the Braves are up by 4 on the Cardinals. But that's no hill for a climber. A long way to go as the right-hander delivers. It's outside and low, and it's even at 1-1. Pitch number 82 about to come from Roberto Hernandez.
He wants a new ball.
And he gets it from home plate umpire, the crew chief, Jerry Lane. We need runners. We need base runners. They're deep infield. They're deep outfield. They play him a step to pull, and here's the 1-1 pitch. Piscotty is swinging a foul bat. He's struggling right now, Stephen. It's the first time in his big league career that he's had a little bump in the road. We'll see how he handles it. Do you swerve? Do you wait for the next bump? Do you slow down? Do you speed up? Do you turn left or right? The 1-2 delivery. Here she comes. Swing and a miss. He got him with an off-speed delivery and made him look bad. Had him way out in front. That strikeout. Here's the 4th for the veteran right-hander, Roberto Hernandez. I wonder if Carpenter is all right. He got a little attention from the manager and the trainer when he went into the dugout after that fly ball to left field. Came back awful early from that rib injury. Here is the 1-0 pitch for Moss. Swing and a miss. That'll leave in the count 1-1. Moss struck out in the first inning, singled and scored in the fourth on an RBI base hit by Peralta. And he's at the plate now with no one on, and 2 out, and they have the shift on for him. And Mr. Roberto Hernandez delivers. The changeup is outside, and it's 2-1. Tomorrow, they will send a youngster by the name of Potanevich. Michael is 4-5, and Adam Wainwright is 9-5. We're on the air tomorrow at 12:20 with a pregame show for a 1:15 start. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and that puts Mr. Moss in the hole. He does a little exercises as he gets out after swinging at a changeup, and he was way out in front. On deck man, Holiday. Moss gets back in. And with no one on and 2 out, here comes a 2-2 pitch. Little change up, and it's popped up down the left field line, and the shortstop is over in foul territory and makes a great sliding catch. Ivor. He robs Moss of another chance, and after 5, the Braves now lead the Cardinals 7-3.
In the bullpen with Central Bank and the Birds on the bat.
There's something you should expect when you play the Cardinals.
What's that?
You're gonna see red.
For a ticket. On the run, the Cardinals are partnering to bring you fans $6 tickets for upcoming Red Series, August the 8th, 9th, and the 10th. Just go to cardinals.com/6, and you can come up with that. And the Cardinals have a new pitcher. It's Manus, a new second baseman. It is Wong. And Manus delivers, and a ground ball hard hit to the first baseman. Nice play by Moss, and he goes to the base. He takes care of Brzezinski. 1 down. We owe you a station break, especially for you folks that listen in down in Union City, Tennessee. KYTN. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Hey Cardinals fans, White Castle's new pretzel chicken rings are bringing a crispy new twist to a Castle classic. Get them anytime for a limited time only at White Castle.
Cardinal Baseball on KMOX HD, KEZK HD3, St. Louis.
Roberto Hernandez will bat for himself here in the 6th inning, and he swings and he misses. Strike 1. 7-7-0 Braves, 3-5-1 Cards. Each team is stranded to 3. And swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 on Roberto. Roberto Hernandez is about to strike out for the 3rd time tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch by Zeth Manus. Swinging out of the tap foul. He stays alive. Just got a piece of that one. Throw him a curveball, and it's all over but the shouting. Here comes the pitch. Pop foul out of play. On a fastball. Still stays 0-2. Fultonevich will pitch tomorrow. He is from a broadcasting area. Here's the swing and a miss, and he's down on the strikes. The 3rd time he's fanned tonight. The first for Manus. Fultonevich, he's from over here in Illinois. Mike will pitch against the Cardinals tomorrow at 1:15 against Adam Wainwright, who will be looking for his 10th victory of the year. Adam comes in 9-5, and he's about to have his big fundraiser starting in. Here's the delivery for the left-handed hitting a leadoff hitter, Mr. Inciarce. He is singled his first time up, singled scored in the first, single scored in the 3rd, and a little tap to the pitcher. He's out at first base, 1-3. And we go to the bottom of the 6th, with the Cardinals down 7-3.
7 serving 0.
I got it. Ah, sorry.
8 serving.
With the Redbirds. And leading it off is Holiday, and Matt takes a strike called into the outside corner. This copyrighted broadcast tonight is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC, and it may not be reproduced or retransmitted, not in any form, and the accounts and the descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to you by Brown and Crouppen, that great law firm. Holiday waiting for a 1-1. Matt is singled and grounded to third. And on a 1-1, he swings and misses on that off-speed delivery. Boy, Hernandez has really fooled a lot of the Cardinal batters tonight with that off-speed pitch. He leads 7-3 here in the 6th inning. And listen to these fans. They haven't given it up. Redbird's getting them stirred up over on the Cardinal side. Holiday digs back in, and the 1-2 delivery from Roberto Hernandez heads home. Swinging a foul past third base. Souvenir for one of the folks over there. The ball person hands it to a youngster. And Dwayne Hilton tries to get the crowd stirred up a bit. Cardinals down 7-3. Bottom of the 6th. We've been out hit 7-5. And Hernandez with pitch number 93 for Holiday. Inside, 2-2. Pittsburgh now leading the Reds 5-2. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And another delivery for a Holiday will be headed home. On a 2-2 pitch, Matt takes it low and outside. You don't want to walk anybody when you're up 7-3 in the 6th inning, that's for sure.
Ian Kroll's a left-hander. Jose Ramirez a right-hander. They warm up backing up Hernandez.
After O'Flaherty was loosening earlier in the game. Listen to these fans as Fredberg gets them stirred up on the right side over there. They want some action. Payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Way to go, Matt Holiday. Leadoff single here in the 6th inning. And there's a good start. Second hit of the night for Matt. And it brings in Johnny Peralta, who has struck out and driven home a run and scored a run. And here comes their manager. We might have a pitching change here. He slowly walks to the mound. Last night he went to the mound and he didn't make a move till he got to the mound. And the league is asking him. Now he goes to the bullpen.
He wants Ramirez.
This pitching change is brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local. Give to our good friends at Goodwill. And we're back at Manda. He will face Peralta with a man at first base. No one out here in the 6th inning. With the Cardinals down at 7-3. Right-hander Jose Ramirez checks and pitches. Breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. Infielders look for the double play ball. And the fans put on the wave. They're going clockwise. How about that? Sometimes they go right to left, sometimes left to right. Here's a pitch all the way back to the screen, and it's a wild pitch, and down the second base goes. What a wild pitch that was. I mean, that thing was. It never touched the dirt. It went all the way back to the screen. It did touch the catcher's mitt just for a second, and he played it off the bricks. And it is 2-0. I mean, it's second now. It's a wild pitch. Thank you very much. Fans are putting on the wave. The Cardinals trying to wave themselves back into the game. The delivery. Upstairs, ball 3, 3-0. Tell you what, they walked a bunch in the game last night. And if they do that tonight, they might just blow this 7-3 lead. A 7-3 lead, and here's a strike. 3-1. Fans having some fun, aren't they? A beautiful night out here. And another from Jose Ramirez for Peralta. Half swing, a foul back in. That was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and he had a half swing on it. Ramirez, in his 8th game of the year, no wins, no losses. They're hitting a 280 against him, though. And the right-hander with a 3-2 pitch for Peralta. Swing and a shot to center field, but right at the center fielder. And that is the first out. Boy, did he hit that ball hard. Whew, right on the button, right at the center fielder. Didn't see ours thing. One away. Here is Yadier Molina. Molina has grounded out, and he has doubled into the right field corner. That set up a sacrifice fly. The Cardinals scored twice in the fourth. We're now in the sixth, and at second base, one out. You need to move him along. The Cardinal center fielder, Peralta, lined into center. He couldn't move Holiday from second to third. Now it is Molina. And the pitch to Yadi. It's a strike call. Good fastball, and they let it go by. Jerko is on deck. We're in the sixth. The wave is about to fizzle there.
Yeah, they're worn out.
Here's a pop foul down the right side. They had it going for a while, but it's fizzled out the wave. Hopefully the Cardinals won't fizzle out on their drive to come from behind. Trail 7-3. Dwayne Hilton, he's at the Stadium Oregon, and he tries to whip it up a bit. Yadi gets back in. He's in the hole with a 2-strike count. As Jose Ramirez gets his sign, has the one he wants. After a long look, sets, checks. He kicks and he pitches. Swinging a line drive to right field, but the runner will tag and go to third. If the man would have moved him over, that would have scored him, but that's a second out. The man's at third now. Peralta, line to center. Molina has a fly to right. Holiday, who had singled to lead off the inning and went to second on a wild pitch. It's Jerko. Jerko grounded out in the second inning. Sacrifice fly on one batted in the fourth.
If the Cardinals are going to come back and win this one, Mike, that's a very important run over third base with 2 outs in the sixth.
Big time. Tommy Pham's the on-deck hitter. Jed Jerko's at the plate. Jerko has hit 15 home runs. He's driven in 34. And he takes a cutter outside ball one. He wouldn't go for it from Jose Ramirez. He is pitcher number 2. Hernandez went 5 innings plus 1 batter. And he gave up 6 base hits. Outside's ball 2, 2-0. He went 3-0 on Peralta, came back and got him on a line drive to center field. So Hernandez with 5 innings, 3 runs, 6 hits. Struck out 4 in the ball game. Here's a ball outside, and it's 3-0. He's gone 3-0 now on Jerko. While Hernandez was in there, he fanned a 3. Walked. Let's see how many did he walk there. Struck out 4, and he didn't walk anyone. Is that what you have for him, John? No walks?
He walked Carpenter in the first.
Oh, yeah. The first man he faced, he walked. But he was stranded. Here's ball 4 to Jerko. Holy mackerel. They're just asking for it, aren't they? Let's see if the Cardinals can take advantage of it. Tommy Pham now with runners at the corners first and third, 2 out. And a 3-run homer here would make it a 1-run game with a pinch hitter on deck. Colton Wong will pinch hit with a pinch hit home run in the 5th inning. Here's the on deck man. Right now, though, it's Pham, 2 on, 2 out. Straight away infield. About straight away in the outfield. He takes it upstairs for a ball. Big standing room only crowd. They could have something to scream and yell and hoot and holler about. Now Pham gets into one. There's a gap in left center. Cardinal bullpen gets busy now. The pitch for Tommy Pham. Upstairs, ball 2, 2-0. Well, he went 3-0 on Peralta, came back and got him to line into center field. Molina flied to right field, hit the ball on the button. He walked Jerko. He's fallen behind Pham now. 2-0, and Tommy looks for a home run pitch. He's hit 8. And on 2-0, Pham takes it high. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. So he'll be taking now.
Only the Reds bullpen has suffered more losses than the Braves bullpen this season. Jonathan Broxton is warming up for the Cardinals.
As Pham will take a pitch here now on 3-0. Here it comes. Strike right down central. Get me over fastball. Let's see if he can get another get me over a fastball. Their bullpen busy. Cardinal bullpen busy. 2 on, 2 out, 3-1 pitch. He walked high. Base is low. And Colton Wong, who had a pinch hit home run in the 5th inning, the 12th pinch hit home run, and we're going to have another pitching change. This pitching change is brought to you by Ace Bandage. We're back after this.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird is the word.
Right now at our 2 big Offenburg Ford locations in O'Fallon and Belleville. Get 25% off MSRP on new 2016 F-150s or 20...
Cervenka, he's been in 50 games. Johnson at 41. Kroll, who's into the game now, the left-hander, 38. O'Flaherty, 32. Vizcaíno, 39. Withrow, 40. Cardinals have some high numbers also. Here's the pitch by Kroll with the bases loaded. It's outside, ball 1. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. The Cardinals have Broxton with 38. Or excuse me, Bowman with 38. Broxton with 46. Duke with 53. 56. Rosenthal 40. Sechrist 45. Here's a swing and a foul. And it's 1-1. It's a battle of the bullpens in this game anymore. We're in the 6th inning. Cardinals down 7-3, and the tying run is at the plate. Colton Wong, a pinch hit home run in the 5th inning. Here in the 6th with the sacks jammed, 2 out, the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on a high fastball from the left-hander, Ian Kroll.
Well, last night, Cervenka pitched against the Cardinals. Today, he was traded to Miami for a minor league left-handed pitcher, Michael Mader, minor league shortstop, Anthony Seymour.
Everybody looking for help going down to the wire.
And then Hernandez fills Cervenka's spot on the roster.
Here's the 1-2 offering. Way high, and it's 2-2. Bases loaded. 2 out. 6th inning. Tying run at the plate as the Braves lead 7-3. This is Kroll. He's the 3rd pitcher of the night. Kroll has a record of 1-0. Stands on, looks in, gets the sign. Has the one he wants. Checks on the runners in the 2-2 offering. Colton Wong, a little pop fly down the left field line. This is trouble. Shortstop sees it bounce foul, and everybody back to their bases. And Colton Wong back to home plate. Wong to first. Jerko to second. Holiday over to third. They all return. Boy, that little shortstop eyeball, he could cover some ground. Whew. And we have everybody set. Bases loaded. Infielders are playing at Wong to pull the ball. They give him right center. If he gets one up the right center field alley, he'll clear the bases if it goes to the wall. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging another foul left side out of play. Spoiled a good pitch there. And Ian Kroll gets a new one. Stands on, looks in to get his sign. Kroll is from Hinsdale, Illinois. And his 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman. Big hop, throws him out. We go to the 7th. And the Braves lead the Cardinals 7-3.
KMOX.
Seth Maness wheels and deals pitch 1 of the 7th inning. Right down the middle, strike 1 to switch batter, batting left-handed, Eric Ibar. 7-3 Atlanta. The Cardinals left the bases loaded in the bottom of the sixth. They stranded 6 tonight. The pitch over for strike 2. 0-2 on Ibar, who thought it was low. Ibar has been on with a fielder's choice. A single. He has scored a run. 1 out of 3. Manus with the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Playing up the middle. Peralta gets to it about 10 feet away from second and throws out Ibar. 1 gone. This week's Auto Tire Sunday Oil Change Special. The Sunday Score Oil Change Special. Last Sunday's final score totaled 9, so get your oil change tomorrow for only $9 at any Auto Tire location. That's right, a $9 oil change tomorrow at any Auto Tire location. Schedule an appointment by visiting autotire.com/baseball. Swing and a miss by Freddie Freeman. Freeman has a perfect night going after 4 strikeouts last night. He takes outside, 1-1. A walk, a 3-run homer, and a base hit. Freeman was on when Garcia hit a 3-run homer in the 5th inning. Here's a pitch over but low. Slider for ball 2, 2-1. Manus has thrown 16 pitches, producing 4 outs. The 2-1. Outside and low with a fastball, 3-1. Mac Kemp is waiting to bat next. The windup, the 3-1 pitch. Freeman takes ball 4 down and in. He still has a perfect night going. That's the first base runner against Manus. Before Kemp steps up, let's pause for station identification on the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Take control of your health. Go to siteman.wustl.edu for more information. Siteman Cancer Center, national leaders in cancer.
Cardinal baseball on KMOX HD, KEZK HD3, St. Louis.
Here's the pitch, and it's taken for a strike by Matt Kemp. 2 strikeouts and a ground out for the former Dodger and Padre. 7-3 in favor of the Braves. We're in the 7th. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. Mike Fultonevich, 4-5, a right-hander against Adam Wainwright. 9-5. That's our matchup tomorrow. And the Cardinals need some runs to come back here, or that will be the rubber game of the 3-game series. The 1-1. Chop toward the shortstop. Peralta throws to second to get the force out onto first. That's a double play. They got the out at second on Freeman, and a quick turn by Wong with a strong throw. Doubled up Matt Kemp. Kemp was grounded into his 9th double play.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he really turned that DP, didn't he? Woo.
99.99 to Cardinals care from American Equity Mortgage. Worth the 7th inning. Dirt cheap 7th inning stretch. Except the Braves lead by a grand slam, and Colton Wong was up with the bases loaded but grounded out. Ending the 6th inning. Greg Garcia chops one to Freddie Freeman right next to the bag, and the pinch hitter batting for Manus grounds out 3 unassisted. 1 down. Colton Wong has come off the bench. Greg Garcia, that leaves Adams and Hazelbaker left-handed batters, and backup catcher Alberto Rosario, the only right-handed batter available off the bench. And Brian Snitker left his left-hander, Ian Kroll, out there, knowing that Mike Matheny would pinch hit with a left-handed batter, and Garcia just grounded out to first. 0 for 3 tonight for Stephen Piscotty. He's 1 for 7 in the series. The pitch by Kroll, a high fastball. Kroll's fastball, 93, 94 miles an hour. He pitches from the first base side of the rubber. The Braves have their dark blue jerseys on tonight. Blue caps and gray pants. A swing and a foul back. It's the Saturday alternate uniforms. Cream-colored jersey and pants. Red caps and helmets. St. Louis across the front of the jersey with the birds on the gold bat. Zach Duke, a left-hander, warms up in the bullpen for the Cardinals. The 1-1 pitch with 1 out. Low and in a ball. 2-1. Roberto Hernandez is the pitcher of record on the upside. 5 innings plus a batter, 3 runs on 6 hits. He walked 1, struck out 4, gave up a Colton Wong home run. The pitch by Kroll. Check swing and a ball high. 3-1 on Piscotty with Moss on deck. The Braves have a right-hander throwing in their bullpen. It's Brandon Cuniff, the right-hander. The pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman. Adonis Garcia throws out Piscotty, 2 away in the 7th. 2 outs for Brandon Moss. Moss has a base hit, a strikeout, and a foul out down the left field line. A sliding catch by Eric Ibar. Pending a bat on Moss in the 5th inning. The Cardinals have been out hit 7-6. A pair of 3-run homers. Going to put a charge into the Braves offense. Freddie Freeman in the 3rd, Adonis Garcia in the 5th inning. Moss scored one of the Cardinals' 3 runs. They put 3 on the right side of the infield as a slider catches the outside corner, strike 1. In the top of the 9th inning, the Reds bat in Pittsburgh with the Pirates leading 5-3. The Cubs won earlier today 4-0 at Oakland. The pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 on Brandon Moss. Moss was out 23 games with a left ankle injury. Went 3 out of 5 in his return from the DL on Tuesday in Cincinnati. Here's Kroll with the 0-2 pitch. 2 outs. A swing and a miss. A fastball strikes out Moss. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. And our game goes to the 8th with Atlanta leading by 4, 7-3. A Bob Gibson Red Jacket statue to add to their collection, courtesy of Scott Credit Union. Get your tickets right now at Cardinals.com/promotions. Coming on to pitch, one of the newest members of the Cardinals, Zach Duke. The Cardinals got him from the Chicago White Sox for speedster outfielder Charlie Tilson. Charlie got a hit in his first major league game and then had to leave with an injury, and he's out for the year. Here's a pitch in for a strike. In the meantime, Duke comes out of the Cardinal pen. He was a starter with the Pirates and then reinvented himself, throwing a lot of sidearm pitches, and has been a specialist out of the bullpen for a number of years now. The pitch goes outside for a ball as Duke is facing Nick Markakis. Markakis, Adonis Garcia, and Jace Peterson come to bat in the 8th for the Braves, who lead by 4, 7-3. The pitch by Duke, a swing and a line drive right back through the middle, of base hit. 2-hit night for Nick Markakis. Duke came up with the Pittsburgh Pirates in 2005 after winning 12 games in Indianapolis. He was 10-15 in 06, 11-16 in 09. Pitched for Arizona 21 games in 2011. Went 15-5 in 26 starts at Syracuse in 12. Then pitched in 12 games out of the bullpen. The pitch outside for a ball here to Adonis Garcia. Like 12 games, one of those a start, but 11 out of the bullpen from Washington, and has been a reliever ever since. Went from Washington to Cincinnati in 13, Milwaukee in 14, the White Sox last year, and this year up until the Cardinals picked him up at the trade deadline. Ball too low, 2-0 on Adonis Garcia. The base hit by Markakis, his second of the night, is the 8th for Atlanta. The pitch, outside a ball. Guy who threw 103 miles an hour last night warms up in the bullpen. Mauricio Cabrera. The Cardinals will see him in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch, just off the outside corner. 3-0 becomes ball 4. On 4 pitches, Garcia is a base runner, 2 on with nobody out. And Jace Peterson, who's 0 for 2 with a walk, left-handed batter, will face Duke. Duke went 3-6 in 71 appearances with the White Sox last year, a 3.41 earned run average. Duke is the 3rd Cardinal pitcher, 2 scoreless innings with a walk and a strikeout, and a double play ball for Seth Maness. Showing bunt, Peterson takes it away and takes a little bit high, ball 1. Duke, well, with the White Sox in 53 games, 2-0 at 2.63 ERA with 1 save. The opponents had 225 against him. He's in his 3rd appearance with the Cardinals, giving up a hit and a walk so far tonight. With 2 on, nobody out. The pitch, Peterson squares the bunt and takes a slider outside. 2-0. Duke off with the cap. He wears uniform number 29 on the Cardinal jersey. From the stretch, you look to second. Duke with the pitch. Inside, ball 3. He's one wide one away from loading the bases for A.J. Pierzynski. Three and 0 on Jace Peterson, who was up there trying to sacrifice but didn't see anything to his liking to bunt. He takes a strike right down the middle, 3-1. Mock applause by the Cardinal fans. The Braves lead 7-3, 2 on, nobody out. The 3-1 pitch to Peterson. Fouled off, 3-2. This would be a nice comeback to get an out here or perhaps a double play with a 3-2 count on Jace Peterson. Sellout crowd of 45,468. Now time called by Molina. He'll go to the mound.
That's the 16th sellout this year.
16th sellout for 2016 at Busch Stadium. 45,468. One more game left in this series. Adam Wainwright will pitch tomorrow, and 1:15 first pitch on the air, 12:20. And down at Union City, Tennessee, they'll be listening in over KYTN.
Boy, that's really great Cardinal country down there in Union City.
From the stretch, a look to second. Here's the pitch. A foul ball on 3-2. Duke will get together again with Jace Peterson. The Braves got a run in the first inning, 3 more in the third on a Freeman homer. The Cardinals scored 2 in the fourth, but Adonis Garcia crushed a 3-run homer to right field in the 5th inning, and the Cardinals answered with 1 on a Wong pinch hit home run. 7-3 Atlanta. The pitch. Right down the middle, strike 3 called. Peterson gets the ring up. Now Duke can go after another former White Sox player, A.J. Pierzynski.
He's 1 for 9 lifetime against Mr. Duke.
A.J. tonight, a ground out, fly out, and another ground out, 0 for 3. He has 3 hits in his last 10 at bats, 5 out of his last 28 with an RBI and 4 strikeouts.
Rancour comes on deck.
The pitch on the way and a ground ball to the third baseman. Jerko throws to second, out, on to first base, out. That's a double play. Around the horn. 5, 4, 3. Another 99-99. Well, here's the flamethrower, Mauricio Cabrera. Cabrera will be pitching to Matt Holliday, Johnny Peralta, and Yadier Molina. 2.41 ERA, 18 2/3 innings, 12 hits allowed, 17 strikeouts to 6 walks, and he hasn't given up a home run. Cabrera got into the game last night, worked the 8th inning, retired Piscotty on a ground out, struck out Moss on a called third strike, retired Matt Holliday with a fly out to center. The Cardinals are down by 4 and they need base runners. The pitch by Cabrera, outside corner, strike 1 at 99 miles an hour. This game is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Holliday is 2 out of 3 tonight, a pair of singles. The pitch. Matt swings and misses. Slider was off the outside corner. That was geared for the fastball, but got a breaking pitch. Holliday singled in the first, a ground out in the fourth, and a base hit up the middle in the 6th inning, only to be stranded at third when the Cardinals left the bases loaded in the 6th. Cabrera's pitch. Holliday swings and drills it into center for a hit. Boy, did he turn that one around. That was an off-speed pitch that went back through the middle, well over 100 miles an hour off Holliday's bat.
That's his 3rd hit of the night, John.
3 out of 4 for Holliday, hitting the ball hard, too. Here's Johnny Peralta. Peralta hit the ball hard, but lined out to the center fielder, Inciarte, in the 6th inning. 1 out of 3 for Peralta, and Yadier Molina's 1 for 3. Well, Holiday's a start as the Cardinals try to get the line moving here in the 8th inning against the Atlanta bullpen. Cabrera with the pitch, a swing and a ground ball, foul past the third base bag. 100 on that fastball.
Doesn't matter how fast you throw it. These guys can turn it around, can't they?
They can. If it has some movement to it, then that makes it difficult.
Oh, yeah. A little different story then.
And Johnny Bench put it to me this way one time, Mike. He said, big league ball player can hit a jet plane coming in there straight as a string, 400 miles an hour. But you put some movement to it, then that takes it to another category. A high fastball at 100 miles an hour. Peralta gets out of the way. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That doesn't hurt either to be conveniently wild when you throw that hard.
No. Worked well for Nolan Ryan, Randy Johnson. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the stretch, you'll look to first. The pitch by Cabrera outside. That's picked out of the dirt by Przinsky. 2 balls and a strike on Peralta. I'll tell you though, when Randy Johnson, or Nolan Ryan for that matter, when they figured it out, they were still throwing hard. Johnson had that 90-plus slider.
Yeah, he was devastating with that thing, wasn't
he? He sure was. You talk about a guy who worked, and when he was finished, he worked some more. The 2-1 pitch, here it comes. A swing and a base hit to right field for Peralta. That was hit so hard, Holiday has to hold up at second.
That was 101 miles per hour.
And went to right field at about 110.
Przinsky goes to the mound. Tell you what, you're a pitching coach, a manager, a catcher on this Atlanta team this year. Whew, it's been a long season, hasn't it?
Well, their bullpen has the second most losses of anybody in the majors. Good swing by Peralta. Good level swing, hit the ball the other way. Holiday hit the ball hard up the middle to get on to begin with.
That's after he threw a 101 mile an hour fastball right by his nose. And then he singled to right.
Now Matt Adams steps in for Yadier Molina. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The pitch to Adams. He swings and misses a 101 mile an hour fastball. That's something to be on the bench the whole night. Then step in against a guy throwing over 100.
Well, we've got 12 pinch hit home runs. Why not 13?
Matt Adams has hit 2 so far this season. The pitch to him. A swing and a line shot into right field to the corner. That's going to score Holiday. Here's Peralta. He's digging for third. He'll stop there on the pinch double by Adams. Now the Cardinals are down by 3, and the tying run comes to the plate in the person of Jed Jerko.
You talk about bringing a can of gasoline out of the bullpen. Right now, Cabrera has done that. 3 hits in a row, and now Jerko, you can tie the game. Here comes the pitching coach out there. That's our old buddy.
Roger McDowell.
Slow things down here, young man. Try a little wrinkle once in a while here and see what happens.
16 doubles for Adams, and he has 44 runs batted in. And he blistered that one to right field. Jed Jerko is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and a walk. 34 runs batted in for the Cardinal third baseman.
All 3 of these base hits have been shots. All off a fastball. And Jerko is another fastball hitter.
Jerko with 15 home runs and 34 runs batted in. 1 home run off the number he put up last year for San Diego. He's the tying run. Nobody out. A run in the 8th. Runners at second and third. Cabrera is ready. The pitch. Jerko lays off a slider, a check swing. He didn't go on the appeal. Stu Sherwater at first base extends his arms. Ball 1.
You have to throw that breaking ball, but you have to get it over also, and you have to get it over in a good spot.
Mauricio Cabrera. Single, double, a run in. Runners at second and third. The 1-0 pitch coming up. Here it is. A swing and a foul out of play off to the right. A 102 mile an hour fastball.
Not only was it 102, but it was low and away. And that's a big difference.
Jerko tightens the straps on the batting gloves. Against a pitcher who throws that hard, you might want to put a chin strap on that helmet. 3 hard hits by the Cardinals, Holiday, Peralta, and Adams. The pitch on the way. Jerko swings and hits a high fly ball left center. The runner's tag. Enciarte makes the catch, and the runner doesn't attempt to score. Peralta did not come down the line. The ball was hit to medium left center, and that's out number 1. With runners at second and third. And here's Tommy Pham.
Well, if it had been 1 out, he probably would have sent it, but with nobody out. And I'll tell you one thing. Enciarte made a heck of a throw home, too, didn't he?
So the Cardinals can't score on the fly ball by Jerko. He just got under that one, didn't hit it very deep.
Hanging breaking ball.
And here's Tommy Pham, 0 for 2 with a walk. Golden Wong on deck. The left-hander warms in the bullpen. The pitch. Low ball 1 to Tommy Pham. 8 home runs, 13 RBIs for the Cardinal outfielder. Peralta is the runner at third with Adams at second base. A run in the 8th, and the Cardinals trail by 3. Pham is the tying run. The left field line is wide open. The pitch by Cabrera. Swing and a miss. Pham was late on the 101-mile-an-hour fastball. Broxton is throwing for the Cardinals. While Pham is trying to give the pitchers a little more run support. Trying to bring the Cardinals back down by 3. From the stretch. The pitch by Cabrera. Half swing. Did he go? Yes, says the first base umpire, Stu Sherwater.
No, I don't think he did on that one, do you?
Very, very close, Mike.
Well,
very close. The pitch up.
They say that, usually when the guy swings about 80% of the time, he does go across the plate. But that was right. It was borderline, wasn't it?
The call goes to the Braves. 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch. Broken bat, foul off to the right. The barrel of the bat goes toward the shortstop area, dying on the grass between the mound and third base.
And that ball whistled into the Cardinal dugout. Whew. It was a vicious, vicious ball that went in over there. I'm talking about sawing the bat in half.
Pham gets a new bat, puts some stickum on the handle. The third baseman, Adonis Garcia, retrieved the barrel of the bat that was resting on the grass between the mound and third base. They're going to attend to a fan behind the Cardinal dugout. While Pham steps out. 1-2 the count. Pham waves the new bat over the plate. A lead at second for Adams. Peralta leads away from third. From the stretch. The pitch by Cabrera, high for a ball, 2-2. 9 o'clock in the Central Time Zone. We'll get to an ID break here in a moment. The Cardinals were down 1-0 after 1, 4-0 after 3, 4-2 after 4. 7-2 going to the 5th, and Wong hit a home run. The Cardinals have scored a run here in the 8th. It's 7-4 Atlanta. Second and third, 1 out. The runners lead. The 2-2 pitch with 1 away. Cabrera to Pham. Inside, almost hit him. 100 on that fastball. 3-2. Golden Wong is waiting on deck. Wong has been up once with the bases loaded. One more wide one, he'll get another chance. And the left-hander is ready in the bullpen for the Braves. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big, big pitch in the game here now with Tommy Pham at the plate. The Cardinals down by 3. Runners at second and third, 1 out in the 8th. And here it comes. A swing and a ground ball headed up the middle. Diving play by the second baseman. The throw to first. He is out. That's a close play. The Cardinals may want to review. A run scores. Adams goes to third as Peralta scores. And Tommy Pham was called out by Stu Sherwater, the first base umpire.
They're going to look it over, too. Here's the replay on it, and he was
He was safe. The foot hit the bag as the ball bounced. And Pham had his foot on first base before the ball got to the back of Freeman's mitt. So that out should be overturned to an infield hit. It's a run batted in. And let's pause here for station identification on the Cardinals Network.
Right to work for less is wrong for Missouri. Go to www.protectmofamilies.com. That's protectmofamilies.com.
Cardinal baseball on KMOX HD, KEZK HD3 St. Louis.
Well, the umpires are getting a better look. The call and review is brought to you by Vision Works, and the fans are watching it right now. The throw from the second baseman, Peterson, took a bounce. Pham's foot hit the bag, and then the ball hit the mitt.
And all the fans watching it on the replay here cheer when they see the replay.
So the Cardinals should have runners at first and third with one out. And 2 runs in here in the 8th inning with Colton Wong coming up.
Close play. When it bounces, the first base umpire really has a tough time because they go by the sound as they're watching to see the runner put his foot on the base. They listen for the sound of the baseball, and when it hits the ground first, it's really difficult.
We've seen 2 angles where Pham is clearly safe. I don't know why this review is taking so long. The crew chief, home plate umpire Jerry Lane, is listening in with the man who made the call, Stu Sherwater, one of the call-up umpires in the rotation up from the minor leagues. We saw Sherwater in New York in the Mets series. But you're right, Mike, that's a difficult call for him there when that ball hits the ground. And he has a split second to make the call.
And I mean, it was really close, too.
And right now, the 2 umpires here in St. Louis are listening in to New York, and we looked at it again. The ball bounced about 4 feet out in front of Freeman. The foot hit the bag, and then the ball hit the back of the mitt. It's where the ball, when the ball hits the back of the mitt. The angles that we've seen, Pham's safe. But this review is taking a long time, so I don't want to violate an old Harry Carey rule of counting my Budweisers before they're poured.
Well, on the one replay that we had, his foot is blocked out by the first baseman's body. Now the fans are getting a little unruly. They're calling for it. Here it comes. They're going to take off the thing, and he is out.
Oh, my. Boy, I don't know about that. I was worried about it with the time this was taking.
They're booing the call, the fans are.
Oh, my goodness. Pham's foot hit the bag, and then the ball hit the back of the mitt. Well, I'd like to hear the explanation of that one. 2 outs, a run in, 2 runs so far this inning. Adams advanced to third, and the tying run is Colton Wong at the plate. Wong has a home run tonight and a ground out.
Well, that was a big call there.
Sure was.
Big call. It would have been first and third and only 1 out. Now it's a man at third with 2 outs. Big difference. Woo.
And time call by A.J. Pierzynski. I'd like to hear the explanation of that, Mike, because his foot hit the bag before that ball settled into the back of the mitt.
It's a sellout crowd, and they're booing.
I think replay failed here. And they'll say there wasn't a conclusive angle to reverse the call. It was not indisputable evidence, but looked pretty good on 2 angles I saw. 1 strike to count. A swing and a miss. 0-2 on a pitch that was off the plate. And you can sit there, well, you're the Cardinal broadcaster, you see it that way. Well, I saw Carpenter off second base when Atlanta challenged, and they got a runner placed at second after he'd been called out. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Mike has the 9th when we come back. 7-5 Atlanta.
What's the cardinal rule of summer in St. Louis, son?
A new catcher also, Rosario, and a new first baseman, Adams. And we go to the ninth inning. It's 7-8-0 Braves, 5-9-1 Cardinals.
After viewing all relevant angles, the replay official in New York could not definitively determine that the batter runner's foot touched first base prior to the ball contacting the interior of the fielder's glove, so the call of an out stood.
And fastball is a swing and a foul back here off the bat of Cabrera. He's the pitcher, and he's batting for himself here in the. That's not. Let me take a look now. That's our. That's Denard, isn't it?
Darno.
Yeah, that's Darno. It's not Cabrera, the pitcher. Darno is the pinch hitter. And he swings and misses. He's in the hole 0-2.
Chase Darno.
Yeah, scoreboard has Cabrera up there, but it's Chase Darno. And he's hitting .250, has a homer and 13 RBIs, and he's quickly 0-2 on Broxton. And the infielders are deep, and they play on the pull and the pitch. Swinging a line drive, a base hit over the second baseman's head, an 0-2 fastball, and he jams it into right center for a pinch hit single. You know, you can take your financial game plan all the way. All you have to do is go to PNC Bank for the Achiever in you and learn more at PNC.com. So it is Rosario doing the catching now. Adams at first. And Broxton is the pitcher. Duke, shutout inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Martinez was touched for all 7. The runner goes, big jump, and no throw at all. A stolen base. Holy mackerel, what a jump he had. So, a stolen base, and it looks like a double. And the man at the plate now is NCRC, who singled his first time up and scored. Ditto in the third. He's grounded out in the fourth and the sixth, and he bats here in the ninth. The man at second base and no one out. Speedster down there, Denard. And he gets a good lead, checked by Broxton in a bunting situation. Let's see what he does. He's going to bunt. He takes it away, and it's outside, and it's ball 2, 2-0. Third baseman has a tough play here. As soon as that ball comes off the bat, he has to determine whether the pitcher can get it. If the pitcher, he thinks he can get it, then he goes back to third. If not, he comes in. And what the batter wants to do is bunt it hard to the third baseman. Third baseman comes in. The runner goes from second to third. So Broxton steps off now. He wants a new sign from Rosario. And he gets it. And NCRC, who can handle the bat, is at the plate. And the 2-0 pitch, he's going to swing. He does, and it's a home run. Holy mackerel. He threw him a fastball in, looking for the bunt, and the kid hits a 2-run homer, and the Braves now lead 9-5. 9-5. Woo. That's his third hit of the night. He scored 3 times. He has 2 runs batted in, and that's the third multi-home run of the night for the Braves. A pair of 3-run homers, one by Freeman in the third, 3-run homer by Garcia in the fifth, and now a 2-run home run by NCRC here in the ninth. After that bunt, he threw a 2-0 fastball down the middle, and NCRC hit it over the right field of the wall, and that sends a lot of the folks headed for the exit. Here is a left-handed batter, and a swing and a foul back against Ibar's bat.
Well, the Cardinals have Holiday in left, Piscotty in center, Moss in right, Jerko at third base, Peralta at second, or Peralta at short, Wong at second, Adams at first, Rosario catching, and Moss didn't even turn around on that ball. NCRT hit out of here.
And it is 9-5 now. 9-10-0 Atlanta, 5-9-1, and they have peppered the home run ball tonight. Here's a strike, and it's 0-2. So 8 of their 9 runs have come via the home run ball. The other one was a ground out by Nick Markakis in the first inning when NCRC scored after a leadoff single and an error in the inning. So the Redbirds taking it on the chin here tonight. If it stays like this, they'll lose to the Braves for the first time this season. Swept the series down in Atlanta, won here last night, 1-0, but trailed tonight 9-5 in the ninth inning. And no one on, no one out for Ibar. And the 1-2 pitch by Jonathan Broxton, headed in. Swing and a miss, got him with an off-speed delivery, and he's down on strikes. One down. Here's Freeman. Freddie walked in the first inning. He hit a 3-run homer in the third. That was his 19th home run of the year. He singled and scored in the fifth. He walked in the seventh, so he's been on base 4 times tonight. And we told you, when this guy gets right, watch out. In the last 5 years, Freddie Freeman, with runners in scoring position, has batted 300 plus. He chokes it from the left side, and they have the shift on for him, and he takes a delivery over but low, ball 1. A good cutter from Jonathan Broxton. The third baseman is Jerko, and he's deep in the shortstop hole. Freeman can run a bit, too. If he hits one to Jerko softly, he'll get a base hit. Here's a delivery low, and it's 2-0. Kemp on deck. Cardinals have handled Kemp in this series, but they haven't handled the home run ball tonight. 3 home runs by Atlanta. A pair of 3-run homers and a 2-run shot. And another pitch for Freddie Freeman. Swing and a shot into the right field corner, goes foul and out of play. Yeah, had his pitch there, and he was a little too quick on it. So Freddie gets back in. We saw this guy when he first came up. Freddie Freeman. And he is a everyday good bona fide big leaguer. Deep in the box, he's set. And a 2-1 delivery. Broxton to Freeman. Swing and a shot up the middle is a base hit. That's the 5th time he's been on base. He's 3 for 3 with a pair of walks. And he's back, John.
He is tonight. We'll see about tomorrow. But he is in this game.
And that was a sharply hit ball up the middle. Here's Kemp. He has struck out twice tonight. He's grounded out, and he's hit into a double play. He's wearing the collar, but he's dangerous. He's hit 23 home runs already this year. That's tied for 8th in the league, and he's driven home 70. And he'll bat with a man at first base and 1 down here in the 9th inning with the Braves up 9-5. They've out-hit the Cardinals now 11-5. And, or 11-9, rather. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, they keep throwing him that breaking ball, and he keeps missing it. Thus far, anyway. They have a right-hander throwing in their bullpen now. They pinch hit for the pitcher.
That's Jim Johnson.
So Cabrera goes a 1 inning, gives 2 runs on 3 hits. Got a strikeout in the inning and no walks. Here's a shot deep into left field. Another home run, a 2-run shot, and they now lead it 11-5. The ball bounced back onto the field, but it was a home run. Called right away by the third base umpire, and a lot of boo birds here. The pair of 2-run homers here in the 9th, and it's now 11-5. Told you about Mr. Kemp. That's home run number 24, and RBI is number 71 and 2. So a pair of 2-run homers here in the 9th inning have packed this one away. It's 11-5. And more head for the exits. Standing in now is Nick Markakis, another left-handed batter. There's a big gap in right center for him. And Broxton from the stretch delivers, and it's a fastball for a steroid call at 94. Big crowd, standing room only, and they're headed for the exits now. I mean, this is an exodus. Here is the 0-1. Inside. That'll even the count. Jim Jackson. It's all his fault. He's playing with the dials. And let me see those scores, James. As we have seen enough of this one here. 11 runs on 12 Atlanta hits. 5 runs on 9 hits for the Redbirds. And a 1-1 for Markakis is headed home. Change and a beauty and a strike call. So Cleveland over the Yankees at 5-2. The Cubs shut out Oakland 4-0 on a 4-hitter by Arrieta. Tampa Bay wins at home 7-3 over the Twins. They're in the bottom of the 8th at the White Sox Park. Chicago leads that ball game 3-2. And here's another base hit, a single into left field. And here comes the Cardinal manager. We're going to have a pitching change. This pitching change is brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We're back after this.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the Berg. Berg is the word.
Right now at our two big Offenburg Ford locations in O'Fallon and Belleville. Get 25% off MSRP on new 2016 F-150s or 20% off new 20...
The Texas ball club has come back. Lucroy has hit 2 home runs, his 15th and 16th of the year. The catcher acquired from Milwaukee. And Texas now leads Houston 3-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Here's a pitch inside from Mr. Williams. His first delivery. Jerome misses. It's ball 1 to Garcia, who has a 3-run homer tonight. Man at first, 1 out. The pitch. It's a little low. The Mets at Detroit. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and it's a 6-5 Tiger lead. Kansas City whipped Toronto 4-2. Dodgers beat Boston today, shut them out on a 5-hitter by it. Here's a shot into left field. There's another base hit, and this one goes to the corner. It's knocked down by the Cardinal left fielder, but into second base with a double. Garcia, his second hit of the night. And the 14th base hit for Atlanta. They are powdering the Redbird bullpen. And the starter. Martinez, 5 innings, 7 runs, 7 hits. Manus, 2 shutout innings. Duke, a shutout inning. Braxton lit up, and now Williams gives up a double to the first man he faces, and it's now Jace Peterson, the left-handed swinging second baseman, with the runners at second and third, and the infield in for the play at the plate. It's 11-5. And from the belt, Jerome delivers. It's a breaking pitch inside and low. Pittsburgh won at home. They beat Cincinnati 5-3 as Phillips hit 2 home runs, his 7th and 8th of the year. And Nova picked up the victory. Miami's playing at Colorado. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's 3-2 Miami. Stanton has hit his 23rd of the year. Blackman is 13th. Here's a ground ball to the third baseman, and it's booted by Jerko. He picks it up and can't find a handle, and it's an error. E5, and it goes from bad to worst. The 9th man to bat in the 9th inning is their catcher, the former Cardinal, A.J. Pierzynski. And he could all but button this one down. Milwaukee scored 2 in the first, and they lead Arizona 2-0 in the 6th now. San Diego is still batting in the bottom of the first, and they lead Philadelphia 4-0. The Angels at Seattle, that'll start. Well, that should be started all the way. See if we can get a score on that one for you. Here we have the bases loaded, 1 out for A.J. Pierzynski, and Jerome Williams delivers, and it's inside ball 1. 91-mile-an-hour fastball from the big right-hander. Here's the next by the Cardinal right-hander. Outside and low. 2-0. This is getting ugly. It's 11-5. They've banged out 14 hits. They've hit 3 home runs and make it 4 home runs now with 2 home runs here in this inning. And with the bases loaded, Pierzynski swings and grounds it to the first baseman. Adams comes home out there. No throw back to first base. So it's a force out. It goes 3-2. And the 10th man to bat here is NCRC, who hit a 2-run homer his first time up in the 9th inning. He has 3 base hits on the year. And
this is Darno.
We're going to have a pinch hitter.
No, this is Darno. He started out the inning.
Yeah.
And he was the pinch hitter, and he comes up for the second time.
So, Darno Chase at the plate with the bases loaded and 2 down now. And a swing and a miss as he comes up empty on a breaking pitch. He singled his first time up and came in and scored after a stolen base. Then he's at the plate again. He is in the 9th spot. Bases loaded, 2 down, 0-1 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball down the left field line. It curves and goes fair into the corner, and it's going to unload the bases. That thing just came back, and it fell fair into the left field corner. The Cardinal left fielder, Holiday, thought it was going to be foul, but the ball just came back. It came back, and it hit in fair into the corner, but only 2 runs scored on the ball, and it's now 13-5. And there are runners at second and third. That was a funny one there, wasn't it, John?
Well,
2-run
Holiday
double.
was surprised to see that one come back to the playing surface.
Yeah,
but it pounded down, and then he had to chase it down, and I'm surprised the Braves didn't get 3 runs out of that.
Yeah, they thought it was
outs.
foul, too. They weren't running. And the guy at third base, he's over there talking to Bo Porter about why he hadn't scored. That is Przinsky. It is now the leadoff man, Arce. And he's at the plate with runners at second and third and 2 down, and he's looking for his 4th hit of the night, including a 2-run homer. And he scored 3 times the delivery. It's low at the knees and a strike call, and it's 1-1. So Przinsky thought the ball was going to be foul, too, and so he wasn't running. The man that hit it, though, Denard was, his 2nd hit of the inning, pinch hit single, and stolen base and a 2-run double. Here's the pitch for Arce, swinging a foul tip. And he's in the hole 1-2. And Williams trying to get out of this 9th inning mess. They've scored 6 times in the 9th inning. They scored a run in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, 3 in the 6th, 6 in the 9th. And they've hit 4 home runs. We're on the air tomorrow now at 12:20, and Wainwright will try to put a halt to all of this. The pitch for Arce. In the dirt, it gets away from the catcher, but the runner, Przinsky, stays at third. And it's 2-2. I think with the score 13-5, he didn't want to ruin the 13-run pool, so he stays at third. Arce could ruin the 13-run pool, though, with a base hit here. They'd score 2 more, and they'd have 15 runs on 16 hits. They're deep in the outfield. Moss in right, Pham in center, a big gap in right center, and the delivery. Swinging a hot shot to the second baseman. Wong drops it, picks it up, and throws him out. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Braves lead the Cardinals 13-5.
Fans, this is Randall Gritch.
Highlights, StatCast, news, and a lot more. Download MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone or your tablet. Eric O'Flaherty is into the ballgame. Left-hander, 6'2", 220-pounder. He's from Walla Walla, Washington. We had a pitching coach from Walla Walla years ago. He was a character. Here's the delivery. It's a strike call to the pinch hitter, Jeremy Hazelbaker, and we're underway here in the bottom of the 9th with the Cardinals down 13-5. Out hit 15-9. The Birds have committed 2 errors. Here's another for Jeremy, and a base hit to right field. Tell you what, we ought to just have pinch hitters.
I think you're right.
Unbelievable. The pinch hitting has been just phenomenal. And a pinch hitter here is a Hazelbaker, and he singles promptly into right field.
Well, Cardinal pinch hitters tonight are 3 for 4 with a home run.
Another home run.
And 2 RBIs.
Yeah, their 12th the pinch hit home run, which is a club record.
So 12 homers, 37 RBIs.
And they're hitting way over 300. Here is Stephen Piscotty. And a line drive base hit up the middle. We owe you a station break. Runners at first and second. No one out. As Piscotty gets his first hit of the night, we owe you a station break. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
In business today, you're digital or you're dead. The world's biggest enterprises turn to St. Louis-based Proficient, the digital transformation experts. Like the Cardinals, Proficient's a real St. Louis success story.
Cardinal baseball on KMOX HD, KEZK HD3, St. Louis.
Mr. Eric O'Flaherty was in that wild card game down in Atlanta that the Cardinals won. 2014, remember that one?
The infield fly rule game.
Here is Brandon Moss, the Cardinal right fielder. 2 on and no one out. And a pitch in the dirt, ball 1, as Brzezinski gets a new one from the home plate umpire.
That was Chipper Jones' last game.
Mm-hmm. And the umpires got the play right. The fans, though, they pelted the field with
everything.
Objects, whatever you could think of. Shoes, belts, purses. Pitch upstairs, ball 2, 2-0. Shoes, there were shoes thrown on. Remember that?
Oh, absolutely. Bottles, cans.
It was a dangerous situation. And the Cardinals were victorious. Here is another pitch for Brandon Moss with 2 on and no one out. A 2-0 pitch from the lefty O'Flaherty and a swing and a foul back. 2-1. Moss gets back in after that home run cut. He has a left-hander with a 2-1 pitch now with 2 on and no one out. Swing and a miss, threw it right by him. 91-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 2-2. Moss struck out in the first. He singled, scored in the fourth. Fouled out in the fifth inning. Struck out again in the seventh inning. And he is in the hole and in danger of striking out here against O'Flaherty, the left-hander, with a 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back, spoiled a good fastball there, right in on his hands at 93. Eric O'Flaherty, Walla, Washington. We had a pitching coach from Walla. Remember him, Jim? Here's the fastball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So, Moss fans for the third time tonight. First for O'Flaherty. Pitching coach from Walla. He used Metamucil for his spitball. Hub, kiddo. You got it. And that's where this young man is from. O'Flaherty. Hub, kiddo. Boy, what a great pitching coach he was, around for a long, long time. We miss him. Here is the delivery for the right-handed batting Cardinal left fielder. Out at second and out at first. A double play ends this one. The Braves win at 13-5. We'll have the totals for you next. Baseball isn't about one single player. It's about the whole team coming together. Because when they do, they don't just help each other. They give back to the community. And thanks to the Missouri Lottery, the whole state has come together to give back to education. With more than $5.3 billion contributed to programs like A-plus scholarships and public colleges, our players have given to students everywhere across the state. Every ticket played gives back to Missouri schools.